Hello, friends. I am back.
We're back.
We are back. It's been a
After a
long
month
time.
almost.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you know that room, Alana. You've been here, I think. Wait, was that part of the tour?
It was, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have had a busy month of Oscar, but we had and Hannah.
Yeah. We've had a
Man,
busy month.
It's a busy month. Busy weekend. We had TwitchCon.
Yeah.
TwitchCon Calgary. So it was a blast. But welcome to Get Into It, the podcast, episode 7. Today's topic
Is movies from our childhood that shaped us.
that shaped
and
us.
Shaped society.
Oh yeah, that's society.
Yeah.
Shaped
That shook society.
shook society. Oh,
Yeah.
the storm. Yeah. Lovely. Other than that, I don't really know what else. We could just get right into the report, right?
Yeah, we could.
Oh wait, what about our sign? I forgot about the sign.
Oh, the sign. That's good.
We could do that while
We
do
should
the
make
report.
an agenda too, maybe while we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the next lyric is.
Oh, yeah.
If she ain't got a butt, she said get into it, yeah. Isn't it something like that?
Yeah.
If she ain't got a butt, I
No,
said get
'cause
into it, yeah.
Because the exciting thing right now...
Yeah?
So for those of you who don't know, we do a lyric of get into it, yeah. Each time we put it on this little cute little board we have, and we are getting our way through the song. Let me look. So the song starts off with a chorus. We're through the chorus now. We've done all those lyrics.
Mm.
So
We're in the first verse?
Okay. Yeah, you just want to party. You just want to lap dance.
You just want to party.
You just want to party?
You just want to party, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you
All
just
right.
want to party. Okay, I'm
That's
going
what
to do
we'll
this.
do.
And then do you want a space bar to go next slide? Oh, wait. Oopsie, I have to switch. Okay, and then we go through the report?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What button do I... Da-da-da-da. The report. Oh, I was like, Hannah is in my chat. And then Hannah's right next to me.
Yeah, I'm in two places.
Two places at once.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the lyric was.
Yeah, you just want to party.
Yeah, do you just want to party? Okay.
Yeah, you just want to party.
Yeah, you just want to party.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you have a fan in chat.
I have a huge fan. Thank you, Kai and Pete and...
That's Kai.
T. Okay.
Okay.
First item?
Oopsie. Did I do it right? Item on the docket.
Aha. Yes. So, Kourtney Kardashian got married a little bit ago, and I think she's just releasing more pictures now, or like a little bit ago she released more pictures. So...
This took the internet by storm.
Yeah, for Keeping Up fans, it's a pretty monumentous occasion because Kourtney never wanted to get married when she was with Scott.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it honestly is like just, it's quite exciting that she's found someone who she feels like safe enough with to get married and
I don't know who would ever feel
start a
safe
life.
with that man, though. Travis
but
Baker? Wait, that's his name.
I know he has a scary-ish look,
Yeah.
but honestly, like, I don't know if I'm guessing you haven't watched the recent
I've not watched the new
episodes.
season, no.
Yeah, like, he is really nice guy. Like, he has, like, the gentlest voice, first of all.
Really?
Yeah, that does not really fit his look either.
Yeah, he
But
seems aggressive.
just this very gentle voice. Yeah, he's not. He's, like, very, yeah, just, like, gentle and very kind and, like, considerate. Yeah.
Aw.
It's really cute, actually. It reminds me of two of our friends' relationship, actually.
That's funny.
Yeah, but as we knew.
Minor.
Oh, Minor, hello. Welcome to the podcast, and thanks for the
You're
sub.
lovely, Minor. And yeah, you know you are. Welcome back. I'm sorry. I've not streamed in a while, so it's nice to see you, Minor.
Yeah.
We're talking about Kourtney Kardashian's wedding.
We are. We're reporting on it. We knew they would have a very...
Luxurious.
Yeah, and, like, just very unique because their style together is just very not typical or basic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got. I'm guessing the girls were bridesmaids. They were all wearing like large crosses and black.
It was kind of
so
crazy.
So it's pretty not standard. Yeah, it looked like, I mean, I don't know. It looked more like a Met Gala than a wedding.
You're right.
Yeah. But also something that people talked about a lot was her veil and how giant it is, like 20 feet or whatever it was. Like, it's huge. And even though she had a short dress, and yeah, people are just talking about how like veils were like not really in anymore. Like hardly anyone ever did them. Even like celebrities, like it's not just that she's rich. It's like even, celebrities, regular people, nobody really did veils anymore. So it was also pretty like iconic that she like brought it back, and
she's fashion
just very and it kind of does fit the like Met Gala Halloween vibe of the like
Halloween.
Other decor and like the bridesmaid outfits and stuff. Like
I
don't know. I think
Kim and what's her name? Chloe? No. Yeah, it's Chloe, right?
Chloe with the hat.
Yeah. She's Chloe. I was like, that's I'm not getting it wrong. I always get Courtney and Chloe's names mixed up.
Oh
all the
yeah.
time. Yeah, Chloe's dress are amazing. Kendall's looks a little gross to me.
Yeah, it's not as interesting, I'd say. And I forget what North was wearing, but it was pretty...
North? Like the tiny baby?
She's not a baby. She's like 8 now.
I know. It's just weird to me. She's an adult now. Yeah. She went from a baby to adult.
She's a full-grown person, yeah.
Yeah, she went so fast. She went from a nothing to marketable very quickly.
I don't know. It kind of fits the vibe. It's not, I don't think it's worth putting on.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
Amazing.
That happened.
There we go. Kourtney Kardashian's wedding.
Yeah.
And in the best news of all time.
Yeah.
I've maybe listened to this.
Best highlight of the month.
Highlight of the month, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I've listened. I can't count hours and hours already of this album. Like every single song in it, I've probably listened to at least 5 times.
Yeah.
And some way more. Anyone in chat? I don't know. Like Kai, Alana, Minor. Have you guys listened to the album yet? Do you have a favorite? Hannah's biggest fan. Oh my gosh!
Hannah's biggest fan is here!
Oh my gosh! We have a biggest fan.
Hello! Why is she crying though?
Yeah, distressed because she's obsessed with Harry. Because Harry.
Oh, because of Harry. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Kai, you haven't listened?
Kai hasn't listened.
You haven't listened to either my Kai, I know this is all you listen to. I know it.
Wait.
Matilda? Matilda is so good. I can't get over late night talking. Yeah. But I love Matilda as well, and I also love Love of My Life, and oh my gosh,
so
Music for a Sushi Restaurant is also.
It's such a bop. Daylights, so cute. Cinema, I'm freaking out about lately.
Just popping, right? Popping something.
It's exciting. Grape Juice is so cute.
Oh yeah, Grape Juice is great. It's such a good album.
Keep Driving is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Satellite.
Satellite's
cute.
Wait. Yeah. So I forgot what I was writing again.
You just want to party.
Yeah, you just want to party. Okay. I keep being like, I don't remember.
It's a lot to take in. Yeah. Anyone else? Any other Harry stands in chat?
Yeah. If only Barry was here, she'd be hyped with us.
True. Yeah.
Barry!
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I give the album a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for music videos. It looks like Late Night Talking is going to get a music video, and Music for a Sushi Restaurant are both likely going to get them.
Yeah. Relatedly, did you watch the Daylight music video with James Corden?
No, because I don't want to watch anything James Corden ever does. He ruins everything.
I didn't know, but I knew that you would hate it.
I will not watch James Corden. That man ruins lives.
He's not in the video, though.
Still, I know he's going to be in there somewhere. Right? He's probably, at least he's doing something annoying.
I think so. But I love that song. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay. That was Harry.
Okay,
Thank
next
you.
one.
Harry. Oh, wait. He also did that thing with the Home and Garden. Maybe we mentioned that last time, but he did a whole cover with Home and Gardens or whatever. That's such a weird way to promo.
What is that?
It's like a magazine that does stuff for like how to do gardening.
Oh.
And how to like decorate your house. He did a whole photo shoot specifically for them to do promo for this album.
Interesting.
It's amazing promo.
Harry kind of slays the magazine cover game.
Oh yeah,
he's like always
he's like a fashion icon.
Yeah, fashion. Yeah, it's amazing.
There's an exclamation point. Okay.
Next.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you like the photos I put? It's a photo of Watergate.
That's perfect.
Kendall.
Yeah. So the gate suffix has been around since Watergate, which was the early 70s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 70s for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it was the huge scandal that involved the President Richard Nixon, and it was revealed because of the hotel, which was called Watergate. But since then, there has been, I pulled up a list of all the scandals that add gate to the end of the word to describe the scandal, and there's too many to count. There's like thousands probably.
Everyone wants their own Watergate moment.
Yeah, so it's become this suffix, so I don't know. I nerd out about it because it's cool to me that like, did you finish?
Yeah, you just want to party.
Yay!
Yay! Cute! Okay, I'm going to put it back.
Amazing. Yeah, I nerd out about it because it's just so cool to me that like words get reinvented and changed and like their meaning gets changed like throughout the years, and this is a case of a suffix being invented, which is a word ending thing.
Is it like an official suffix? What does that mean?
I would say it's technically not an official suffix. Well, I feel like we could see if it's official by saying gate definition and see if it comes up.
I do feel like TikTok loves this word.
TikTok really loves this word, so that's kind of like what I want to talk about is that like it has always been, especially in like the news and stuff, like anytime the news would report on it, they would use the word gate, like sports things, political things,
Trump things,
yeah.
It's a buzzword.
Like there is the list that I pulled up was from Wikipedia, so there's a whole Wikipedia list about gate being a suffix.
Wow.
Gate suffix definition, Macmillan Dictionary has a definition, as well as Merriam-Webster. Yeah, so I feel like it's pretty official by now. Mm-hmm. Oxford English, yeah, it's official.
That is so funny.
Yeah, but I think TikTok is like really enjoying it and kind of taking it on in a way of like it's not just for the news and stuff anymore. It's like anybody uses it just day to day, which is interesting too.
When they commit a crime as serious as Kendall did.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just different than it being like something that the media, that journalists use to like something that everybody uses every day. And I noticed that like, I think actually, I can't remember what we were talking about, but on our last episode of the podcast, you used it as a suffix.
I did?
You did. And I was like, oh, like interesting. And then from then on, like it was covered, like TikTok was covered in gate suffix events kind of thing. So I was like, that's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely just coming into popularity. So I thought it was an interesting thing to report on. Yeah, the Kendall video was so funny.
Yeah, she's like, do you see I hope you guys saw that video of her trying to cut this cucumber. It's like the most horrifying way you could cut a cucumber. And why is she the way that she is? Okay,
I watched a take on it from a pop culture commentator saying she was probably just high. Which I think is probably the best explanation. Like, I want to believe it. Because it's hard to believe this would be a sober
girl
kind of thing.
Just decides to go like,
yeah, but
and then doesn't she hold it like this from the tip and try like slicing down at one point? Mm-hmm. That's scary.
Yeah,
horrifying.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that a high person could forget certain things, right?
Kendall.
And apparently she really, apparently if you watch like Kardashians, like knowing that she like loves getting high like all the time, it's like kind of puts an interesting light on like her personality, which I haven't done, but
well, a new way.
Interesting. Yeah,
a new way to watch it. Drink every time you think that she's high.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the best show of all time. Actually, I don't know about that. I might be lying.
It very well might be the best show.
It very well might be.
Nobody would get mad if you said it was, I think.
Kristen Kircher? Yeah.
Yes.
Being like, yeah, you go, make your own salad. Wait, no, wasn't she like, no, let's get the cook, honey.
Like, she was just being the mom of...
Barry, what is your favorite song? On Harry's House. You missed us talking about Harry's House, Barry. We miss you.
Oh, we really wanted to... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, we just got really excited. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Stranger Things?
It is the best show of all time.
We're finishing it tonight. Me and Hannah.
Yeah, so no spoilers. We still have 2 more episodes of...
Part 1.
Part 1 of the season 4. But, oh my gosh.
I'm loving it. I mean, I don't like some of the new characters, but I love all the things they're doing with the current characters.
Yeah.
And the way they're, like, changing them and growing them is, I think, really fun way to, like, change and grow the characters.
Yeah. Like,
everything that happens with Max, even, like, Will and Mike is like, really funny and cool, interesting ways to bring their character. 11's a little bit same old, but what else can you really expect? But I think she'll get more interesting throughout the season. But, yeah, this whole season's made me just fall in love with Max more, though.
Yeah.
She's definitely now become my favorite character.
Yeah.
She was already definitely, like, up there as one of the cooler, more fun ones, and now she's, like, definitely my favorite character.
I'm so glad they gave her, like, a bit more limelight this season, too. Like, yeah, which I also think that might have been impacted by the fact that she's, like, a really good actress.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel like the others are amazing. I feel like she's ahead above the rest.
Yeah, it's like her and Millie Bobby Brown kind of carry the show.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Winona Ryder's also
she's amazing. Really good too.
Yeah. But
Satellite is the best song in Harry's House?
Satellite. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
A satellite stand.
Yeah.
Spin me right round with an orbit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it reminds me of NASA, so sometimes when I'm listening, like
oh yeah,
Ariana's NASA. Yeah, because it's just like the concept, the metaphor is kind of similar. So sometimes when I'm listening to Satellite, I like start thinking about NASA, and it's like they're kind of both in my head at the same time. It's funny. But yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I just think that she is like and she's so young, so I'm excited to see like what else she does in her acting career, because I think she really is
amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like characters like I don't even remember his name. Will's older brother. Jonathan, and then there's Steve and what's the girl's name?
Robin.
No, Robin, but there's the other Nancy. Really got the short end of the stick this season.
Yeah.
Jonathan's character flatlined, I feel like, to a point where I actually kind of dislike his character a little bit this season. And then Nancy is on a weird sort of story arc, it feels like, it feels like she's doing the same story arc as season 1.
Yeah, I wonder like if that'll change from the episodes we watched tonight. Because like I do feel like they're really in the background so far. And
they're building to something. It does feel like, because there's like this conflict they keep bringing up.
But we haven't like seen a lot of them yet. Yeah.
So yeah, Sadie Sink is the legend here.
Yeah, and I some may argue that I'm biased because she was in Taylor Swift's
all too well.
And I can't fully deny that bias, but I also feel like I thought she was great in the music video, but like seeing her in this season, I'm like, oh,
that's why Taylor picked you.
Yeah, that's why Taylor picked you. Like, that's why you're getting all this like screen time is because, like, yeah, she's shining. I don't know. I think she's gonna be like an Oscar winner in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
depending on what kind of gig she gets.
Yeah, true. Some of the new characters, I've liked them. The ones that like Eddie, the more he's stuck around, the more I've liked him.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes, hated that guy. I was like, this guy needs to die on the show. Like, I am done with him. But I'm glad that like, I don't know. Some things are weird, but I'm loving the bad guy so much because he is such a meme, man. Like, in the other seasons, it was like, oh my gosh, spooky, scary dogs and stuff. This season, we get a full-on oogie boogie, dad bod, cringy Lord man.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
I am quite interested that they took that route. Because that was kind of Stranger Things' thing, is that they did monsters.
Yeah.
Like, it was monsters that didn't have faces and couldn't talk and, like, stuff like that. So I just think it's, like, very different to actually pivot to a human-ish bad guy. Like, human-ish, but, like, you know, like, a bad guy that talks and probably has an origin story. And
is probably a human.
Is probably used to be human. Oh, it's really, I'm struggling. I keep looking at him. I keep making eye contact with it. It's like so gross.
I like Argyle too. I think I found him like a little bit one note at first, but the more he stuck around again, I've liked him more.
Who's Argyle?
He's Jonathan's friend, right?
The long-haired dude. Yeah. I think it's also quite a very intense show, like with the action plot lines. So I think that sometimes when shows have that, they need their comic relief characters to be like very kind of extreme and silly.
Yeah.
Like where you don't laugh because you're like, oh, I love you because you're comic relief. You kind of laugh because it took you so off guard because of how ridiculous it was. And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing. And I think it's working pretty well for the show. You know? Yeah.
Where I think like season 2, I think made everyone fall in love with Steve and Dustin. That's what season 3 is doing for Max.
Yeah.
For sure. Because like Steve and Dustin have not really gotten anything this season either.
Yeah. There's just not enough time. They have so many good characters. Yeah.
Man, there's so many characters now. That's what annoys me honestly about this show.
Yeah,
it's my biggest gripe right now.
Yeah, but with that, I think that they're managing it pretty well. And I think that's like an impressive thing about the show is that like that's the like sometimes it's still annoying.
On this poster that's Max or is that 11? Who's alone?
It looks like Max. Is this a spoiler?
That looks like Max, but like I think it's supposed to be 11.
It definitely could be 11.
Wait a second. I'm gonna have to like. Okay, so we got Steve, we got Nancy, we got Dustin, we got Robin. Who's that one? Who is that? I don't know. And then this way, we've got Mike, Jonathan, Will, and then Argyle.
Yeah.
Who is that? So I think this has to
know.
Yeah. This has to be 11 then. But oh my gosh, hi Babu Ari. This has to be 11, but honestly,
hi Ari.
I thought it was Max because she's the main character energy.
I'm so excited. I can't contain my excitement. Also, this is a good time to mention that our next episode, which is coming out July 4th, is going to be all about Stranger Things and the 80s. Mm-hmm. So if you like this conversation, we're going to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
We are going to hopefully have special guests who lived through the 80s, because we didn't.
Yeah.
To talk about the 80s and kind of like have a discussion with us. Mm-hmm. If we're not able to get special guests, we'll still do our research and like talk to people who lived in the 80s.
We'll find some guest. Maybe they won't live through the 80s.
Maybe they're not from the 80s.
Yeah.
We just have a guest anyway.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut. It's gonna be about the 80s and Stranger Things. So save the date.
It's gonna be cute.
Yeah, we're excited for that one. So.
Yeah, and it's going to be right after part 2 comes out of Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah, right. So that's why we did that, too, is it's going to be a couple days after. So it's going to be fresh in all our brains, and it's going to be the finale, so really
I'm
exciting.
pumped.
Yeah.
Vecna, beautiful. Okay, that transitions perfectly into the next topic.
Yeah!
Oh, my gosh. My new favorite song.
Yeah, me too. I've actually been listening to it on repeat.
I
don't listen to songs on repeat. Yeah.
You don't?
I don't.
I know.
Hardly ever. But I was.
That's so funny.
I was listening, so.
And just like the way she's like,
yeah, I love her voice. And but again, when I think about this song, I think about that there's a whole history with it from the 80s that I don't know about. And I'm like, so interesting.
When it charted there.
I want to learn.
Were people listening to it in their Walkmans, man?
Yeah.
Aw, cute.
I love the 80s. Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Really exciting. Trending on TikTok also. We must.
Those are dogs. In the photo, she's like holding dogs.
I thought it was like.
I thought it was like a coat thing.
Wow.
She's like cuddling dogs.
That's such a cool picture, honestly.
Hounds of Love is what the album name is. Hounds of Love.
Oh, that makes sense. But look at her purple hair. It's like.
It's beautiful.
I can't handle.
I've been singing this song while working since I saw the episode.
Same. Yeah, I added it to my library.
Same.
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And now it's like I just want to imagine myself floating when listening to it though. But then I get nervous.
Yeah, I do get a bit of nervous energy when I listen to it. Maybe that's why I keep listening to it, is to like try to get the nervous energy to go away. You know?
You're like, oh my gosh,
like,
don't take me, don't take me, don't take me, Vecna, Vecna.
I'm getting flashbacks from this scary.
But this hit number 2 worldwide on Spotify.
Wow.
It couldn't pass Harry Styles, but it hit number 2.
Wow.
Which is so impressive.
Yeah.
It hit number 1 on iTunes though.
Oh wow.
And it's likely going to be recharting on the Billboard next week.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, so like huge resurgent. Congrats, Kate Bush.
Yeah, I wonder if she's like loving that, or if she's like, I thought I wasn't famous anymore. Like I thought we weren't, you know.
I think she's loving it.
I'm sure it would be kind of a very cool throwback.
Mm-hmm.
My sister added a couple other songs from the soundtrack, like California Dreamin' cover by the Beach Boys. Remember when that came on?
Yeah.
And the other one, I don't know which one it's from.
Pass the Doochie.
I don't want it to be like from. It might be from an episode we haven't watched yet.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I don't know. Right.
Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Brand new.
Yeah.
This started the same day Stranger Things did. Stranger Things did a full premiere with 7 episodes. This is premiering weekly. Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's 8 episodes long, or 6. I can't remember. I think it might be 6 or 8, but 3 have come out so far. This is probably one of the most hyped shows I've ever like along the lines of Stranger Things. And
can I come on the screen?
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. What are your thoughts on Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I haven't
First
seen it
guest
yet.
star.
Okay, he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh no, you haven't seen it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Are
I've
you
heard it's
excited to
good.
see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was about to say I don't like it.
No.
Oh.
It's like so hyped, and I'm like a massive Star Wars fan. Like I love Star Wars, and there's elements I like of it, glimmers of things that I'm like that's really good, but overall I'm finding it very boring and pretty poorly done. But I also think that what is very interesting about the show is it's getting a lot of hate. A lot of people are hating it.
Oh really?
A lot of people are disliking the show right now, which is weird because there's 2 sort of trains. Some people are disliking it because they're not really liking the content. They're just like it's not for them.
Yeah.
The other field, okay, bye Voltsy.
Bye.
The other field of people are racists and sexist that have hopped on this hate train and are justifying their dislike for the show by saying that there's this like political agenda, or that one of the main villains is played by Moses something is her name? Moses something, I can't remember. She's an inquisitor, one of the bad guys on the show. A lot of people are saying that her character is the reason the show sucks. I don't think it's that. I do not think that. It's
always just one single woman.
It's
right?
that black woman that
ruined the show.
She's ruining the show. So the amount of hate that she's getting is insurmountable. So then Disney, this is the first time I feel like they've done this publicly, because they've had a lot of incidences of this. Like even when you could put it to like Encanto coming out, or when Star Wars the last movie came out, of a lot of people being racist and sexist online towards their movies and stuff. But with this one, what is fascinating is it's the first time Disney's defended their stars.
Really?
So they put on their Twitter and said, there's a million things you could be in the galaxy, a million ways you can be a nice person. Don't be racist. Like just explicitly on their and then they said then they made another post saying like, we stand behind Moses fully kind of thing, and like if you are racist to her, you are blocked kind of thing. We don't want you to be a fan of our content. And so I am finding it amazing to watch.
Yeah, that's the least they could do.
The stars of the show have all sort of standed with her. She's been getting, and since then it's only escalated and gone crazier. Where now, like a bunch of like racist people online want her to die. Essentially, she's been getting death threats and emails and phone calls. She said she's like her house is she's terrified to live in. Essentially. Hi. This is kind of a heavy topic, and y'all are googling in the corner. But yeah, it's.
Do you want to meet Chat, our special guest?
Oh my gosh,
who
our
have been
special
here all
guest.
weekend?
Yeah. Wait a
And
second.
we'll continue.
Okay.
Amari said she hadn't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Mari. Okay, but can you guys you guys probably have to go right in between
We'll
us,
see
right
one
here.
of you.
Yeah, you can only see like half your face. You'd have to like be in between us. Yeah, to be a feature.
Someone come here.
Yeah, come right there.
No, here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ew. Minor. Wait a second. Now it's bigger.
Minor, you
Blat.
Can I swear on your channel?
Not this one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Our guests. Wait, what? Y'all are peeking, creeping.
You guys
it's
are
really
just
weirding
like
me out.
behind the chat, like
yeah,
on a screen.
like hiding in here. It's so creepy. There we go. There's a cat soup in the lurking. A TwitchCon resident.
I don't even see. There she is.
Oh my gosh.
TwitchCon.
Minor gifted Ketsup a
I was
sub?
Like, I just subscribed and my phone was in my pocket and I was like, I didn't do
It
that.
does. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Minor.
Yeah, we got Babu Ari and
The
Kat
makeup
here.
for his hate comments.
Yeah, he says he's like I'm gonna spread hate
Yeah.
and then some love.
But money.
Yeah, it makes it all go away, right? Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
sorry for interrupting you.
No problem.
All good, all good, all good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thanks, Minor. I really appreciate it. I'm sure Kat does too. Okay, yeah. Also, that was a weird timing, but
It
fun.
was weird timing. Yeah, I had no idea all that was going on with the show.
Yeah.
I've been I'm totally out of the loop with that kind of thing, but
It's
like,
kind of a weird thing
Star Wars
happening.
stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But-
that's intense.
Then and then Ewan McGregor made a video on Twitter and Instagram posting this. It's
Who's
quite
that?
He's the guy who plays Obi-Wan. He made a long video defending Moses and saying that he stands with her like as an ally against racism and sexism. And the review bombers of like a group of conservatives decide to like boom, and the Rotten Tomatoes score for Obi-Wan Kenobi is now all-time low kind of vibes.
You are kidding me.
They were like, you will not get anything kind of thing.
Oh my
We're
god.
going to try and sabotage your show. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's-
That's
what?
ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I just want to say
People, smarten up.
I keep not pushing this down. Sorry.
Disney
This
saw
is like a
this.
common
Yeah.
thread in Star Wars movies.
Oh, yeah.
So I loved The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. I tried to make a fart noise, but my tongue didn't work.
Thumbs down.
Yeah. There's a lot of flaws.
Yeah, but Rose is a character who was like from The Last Jedi. I thought she was really cool. I was excited to see where they took her. She was just like a fun new character that added diversity to Star Wars.
Fans hated her.
A very select group of racist fans hated her, and Disney in the Rise of Skywalker
Cut her part down.
Yeah,
because of
she
it.
was non-existent. They
gosh.
ruined her character. And so Disney has allowed these people space in the fandom,
Yeah.
and it's a problem.
Yeah.
So
right?
like it's almost too little too late what they're doing for like this show a little bit.
Well, I think Star Wars
a
is
good
trying to
start.
rebrand right now
Yeah.
because they've moved away a lot from movies. Within the past 2
Yeah.
years,
Mhm.
they've kind of stopped doing movies essentially, and they've announced that the next movie will be very different in tone and will come out like next Christmas. So it's still over a year and a half away before we'll get another Star Wars
Oh, okay.
movie.
Like next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're really trying to rebrand themselves a lot more to service the fans and in different ways, like with the Mandalorian, with the Ahsoka series, and they also are trying to promote a lot more women and diversity in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I think part of that rebrand is now what they're doing here is trying to stand up against this.
Yeah.
They got a whole new social media team as well for
Mm-hmm.
their Star Wars branding.
Yeah.
And I think that team really advocated to stand with Moses. So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta go now, bye, guys.
Bye,
Love you
Voltsy.
Bye.
both. Love you both.
Love you too.
Yeah. No, Disney is really awkward when it comes to LGBTQ stuff because
Yeah.
they really want to, like, Disney as a brand is constantly being told that they're too conservative or too liberal. They're in this weird pinnacle hold where they're known as a family brand. So they're constantly being forced to make content that fits every single family dynamic, which
They're
is
just trying
impossible.
they're trying to make the most money. So like they don't want to
Exactly.
lose their ultra conservatives. They don't want to lose their ultra liberals.
And so no matter what, they're going to get hate from one side.
Yeah, and yeah.
It's kind of weird. But
I mean, it will be interesting to see how that plays out in the next few years. If it'll kind of stay in like this limbo, or if they're just gonna lose one of the sections and pick a side kind of thing. I'm not sure.
Me either. Based off of like the way they've talked about this show and Encanto and even their next movie, it's looking like they're dipping into, we do not quite care if you're a racist bigot. We're going to make content that represents real families, real community, and a very diverse worldwide audience.
Yeah.
So it's looking like that's their agenda. Whether or not all their actions will align with that, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. China and Russia are like these huge moneymakers for them, and they're so scared of them, which is really unfortunate. But I feel like, yes, that's inappropriate of Disney to respond that way.
Yeah.
But I think it's more inappropriate of, like, China and Russia as countries. Like, F them. Like, man. Like, why do they get to, like, treat people that way? It's so unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing about that. I had no idea how that was going on. Yeah.
I mean, also, like, they've become really responsive. Like, the first trailer for Kenobi came out. A lot of people hated the design for the main Inquisitor guy, the one you see walking there in the middle. A lot of people disliked it because he's already been in some of the animated series, and this is his first time now in live action. And so people were very upset with it. They changed it slightly for the actual show. They heard fans. They changed the way his eyes look. They changed some of the tattoo designs in post-production. They changed his teeth, made it look more like the... Wow. Yeah. They redid a whole section of the show just because fans were complaining. So I think they're trying to rebrand as for the fans. So we'll see.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a totally different note.
This is a very different note.
Take her away, Hannah. I don't know anything about this. Please tell me. I actually have only heard this happen.
Here we go. So, yeah, this happened. So Minions it's called Minions: The Rise of Gru. And it's okay, first of all, that's kind of interesting. It's an origin story for Gru, the typical Mii character. But it's technically a Minions movie.
They've branded it as a sequel to Minions and a prequel to Despicable Me.
Yeah, so I find that really interesting. And I think it's partially an appeal to, like, Minions are really well loved by little kids. And, like they have Minion movies, right? Out.
Yeah, there's already a Minion movie.
Yeah, there's, like, a couple or one.
There's one Minion movie.
Yeah. So it's, like, I mean, very branded for little kids, like, that sort of thing. But Despicable Me was definitely loved by, like, lots of adults. And, you know, it was the kind of movie that parents enjoyed taking their kids to because they enjoyed the movie and, like, that sort of thing.
No one wants to see a Minions movie.
I think, but I think this movie is, like, they're trying to hybridize it. They're trying to be like, well, the Rise of Gru, like, those fans
Remember
from
Steve
the
Carell?
past who loved Gru,
Yeah.
like, you can come back and watch, but we're going to call it Minions, so your little 3-year-old kids also want to watch. So, first of all, that's pretty interesting. And as a further icing on that cake, they are releasing, like, a very stacked soundtrack. And lots of movies release, lots of big budget movies release soundtracks. Yeah. But this one's just notably stacked. I
was waiting to make that joke.
Little kids with Facebook moms.
Yeah. The moms of all those 50-year-old moms being like, oh my gosh, I relate to when a minion slouches.
So cute. Aw.
Yeah. Cute. Wait, who's on the soundtrack?
So it's produced by Jack Antonoff.
Who I love.
Is a pop producer, like, just
He's produced, like, Lorde, Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey.
Yeah. So we have. Oh.
Who are these people?
Wait a sec.
I don't know any of these.
I don't really understand this list that I'm reading.
Is that the artist or just the features?
Because look, there's a brackets.
It's featuring then, right?
Is it featuring?
Yeah. So Diana Ross?
No, it can't be because John Lennon isn't with us anymore, and he's in the brackets here. What?
Or are these covers of all these people's songs?
Maybe they're covers.
They have to be then. But Diana Ross wouldn't do a song for Minions. Do you really think, chat, that Diana Ross...
Tame Impala is also on the soundtrack.
What?
Yeah.
This seems ridiculous. I was like 12 and did not find it funny at all. The first Minions movie. Yeah.
A lot of them are cover.
I never saw the first Minions movie. When did it come out again? 2017-ish kind of thing? Or 2016?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was when the first Minions movie came out. And this Minions movie was actually supposed to come out July 2020. And they just delayed it. And they just said, we'll release it when... Oh, 2015?
Yeah, so that's a long time ago.
Yeah. They just kept it in the bank, like, essentially. It's been finished since 2020. Yeah. They just haven't released it because they wanted to make the most money off of it. How much were they paid? Yeah. Diana Ross.
I know. Diana Ross, Brittany Howard, St. Vincent, Brockhampton. Don't know how to say this name.
Caliucci.
And I don't know how to say this either. Caroline
Shrek 5.
Polachek, Thundercat, Phoebe Bridgers.
I love Phoebe Bridgers. Bleachers, yeah, his band.
Waze Blood, Gary Clark Jr., Her. Tierra Whack, Verdine White. Don't know if I said that right. Jackson Wang.
Verdine.
The Minions.
The Minions, ew.
Gem.
Yeah.
RZA, I don't know.
This is going to be interesting.
Right. And Hyder Peraya. Oh, that was a score.
Okay.
So he's a score.
And now we're getting Puss in Boots 2 before Shrek 5. I would very much appreciate Shrek 5. And have you seen the trailer for Puss in Boots?
Are we getting Shrek 5?
No. They licensed... So DreamWorks as a company licensed the Shrek branding to Illumination, the people who made Minions, and said they could make the Shrek 5.
Oh.
So, but then it got delayed. And
wow.
I don't know where it's at in production, but somehow Illumination and DreamWorks were working together to make a Shrek 5.
I really thought the fourth was going to be the last.
Me too.
They called it like Shrek Forever.
But then, yeah, they did. But then also, it was announced that none of the original cast were coming back for Shrek 5. And then Mike Myers said, no, I am coming back. I've had conversations.
Oh, wow.
And then it was again announced like that they're rebooting and none of the original characters are back. But then somehow it was stated that like Shrek will be the main character. Like, what?
So they're working on it.
Yeah, it seems like there's chaos behind the scenes of that movie. But Puss in Boots 2, it looks super weird too. They were doing like a new animation, like, you know, Arcane style animation? It's kind of like if you mix classic DreamWorks with Arcane.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So, but it's weird because there's already a Puss in Boots 1 that doesn't look like that.
Yeah. Interesting.
Movies, man.
Wow.
Shrek is going to be in Puss in Boots 2, they said. See, this is weird, man. I don't understand movies nowadays. Yeah. The multiverse has broken movies. There's been so many multiverse movies now. Every single movie is now a multiverse movie.
And that's our thesis of the episode. If you're going to take away anything from this episode, we don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, we talk a lot about branding on our episode that we find interesting. Branding of the content we enjoy, I guess, is something to talk about. And I think this is just an interesting instance of branding. And for the same studio to be making the Puss in Boots and the Shrek, I don't know, it's really interesting. I think they're really popping their selves. They're working really hard. Evidenced by the soundtrack. I think they're working really hard to like be viral, be popular, like to go off, like to hire all these artists. Like, yeah, it's pretty intense. Oh, they're covering 70s classics on the soundtrack. So I bet it's set in the 70s.
Twerking
I bet that's
really hard, eh?
Twerking, yes. They're all twerking really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Or working, yeah.
Hi, Zetsu.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. On to another soundtrack.
Music.
A whole nother vibe.
Again.
Did you guys know a new Post Malone album came out?
No, and I feel bad that I didn't know.
Apparently no one on earth knew. And basically I've been asking.
Like everybody been asking?
Yeah. We're like, the new Post Malone album. What? He has a new album?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the hype that was around Hollywood's Bleeding and Beer Bongs and Bentleys or whatever was so insane that like those albums to this day are still like charting. And those had like number one songs on them and multiple number one songs on them, both albums. This album feels like no one knows about it. No one's heard any of the promo singles. No one's heard anything. And he's also, I don't know what's up with this album. It's good. I've listened to the whole thing. It's very good.
Yeah?
It's a lot more of him singing, which I'm not quite used to, because he does a lot of rap as well. But it's a lot more singing, and it's a lot more like emotional. It seems it's a lot sadder album.
Okay. Yeah.
Where it feels like before he has a lot more like hardcore like edge with like some rap, and then like a lot more funny songs in the mix. This one's a lot more like sad, mopey singing kind of style. But it's a good album. There's some really fun songs on it. There's a song with Doja Cat. Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably one of the best songs in the album. Yeah, I just feel like there's like no hype around this album, but it's good. I'd say anyone who's looking for a new album to listen to that likes some melodramatic sad boy hour time, this new Post Malone album really fits that. And the one with Doja is so catchy. I know, it's so
I need
catchy.
To listen to it.
Yeah,
I love Doja.
It's like the only happy song in the album.
Oh, interesting.
And then I feel like he's also not been promoting or branding this album very well. With his last eras, he like had some very distinct branding. I felt like they all had very similar kind of times to them, and like you could tell the difference between the eras. This one kind of feels like a mess. Like his sad boy hour.
How many things? I was gonna ask if you're still in chat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was like, sounds like an album for you.
Yeah. Is there any biggest Hannah fans in chat? They might like this one.
Oh, good. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I deserved this album with my sad boy hours.
I knew that face you made is for me. You knew it? You knew it when I was thinking it? I was like, I wonder
if she's still here. If she's still listening.
When you said it was all sad, I was like, oh, have I got a fan of mine for you? That's so funny. That's
yeah.
cute.
I mean, it's a...
Have you listened to it? Hannah's biggest fan?
Of course she did.
I don't think she listened to
no,
it.
I don't know
that
if
was too soon.
Yeah. Is that so? Have you listened to it? Wait,
me.
Barry, did you listen to all of it or just the one with Doja? I wouldn't blame you if just listened to the one with Doja. I think the one with Doja... Wait, the song with Doja is literally called I Like You, a happier song. I know, it is. Isn't that so funny? He literally made it... It titled
Poor guy.
it... Because it's really cute, though, that one.
Oh, that's exciting.
But it's a moody album. I love Post Malone. The way his voice sounds is just so unique. He's also someone that I feel like can get away with a lot of like effects to their voice and still sound really like they're singing. So I really enjoy him.
Cool. Yeah. No, you need to. Yeah. Well, you'll have to let us know what you think when you listen.
Posty always got me in my feels, to be honest. Agreed.
Yeah.
He gets us good.
That.
I get bits and pieces of it from SiriusXM. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Wow, that's Austin Butler?
Yeah. That's him in the movie. Wait, you hadn't seen him in the movie yet?
No, I have seen the trailer.
Oh, the trailer.
I just forgot what it looked like.
Wait a second. Sir Dreadnought, you were following?
LOL! Thanks for following.
I know, that is so funny.
That's funny.
That is really weird. Wow. That is so funny. What a weird time. Okay. Austin Butler.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just pulling up the New York Times thing that I read about him. Yeah, so he's playing Elvis in the
Elvis. It's called that, right?
Film called Elvis, yeah, by Baz Luhrmann. I don't know who that is, but...
I don't know either.
Yeah, so according to the New York Times, Hollywood thinks that he might be the new biggest star. And they're already setting him on for, like, lots of other things. And I just find it very fascinating and interesting because he was a Disney star who didn't do anything else for, like... Years, decades.
He was known as, what was it, Vanessa Hudgens' boyfriend for, like, 4 years of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they did it for, like, 9 years or something.
I know, but, like, that's all people knew him for at least.
True, yeah. And so, yeah, like, he's already getting signed on for other things. Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Denzel Washington have been offering him advice on stuff, like, and as well, it says, lobbying behind the scenes on his behalf. So they're just, like, they are... obsessed with him. Yeah. Oh, this is one of the films that he was cast in. He was cast in Dune Part 2 as the villain. So that's a pretty big they're predicting that movie will win the Best Picture next year.
Dune?
Yeah. The next part of Dune.
Oh, Dune Part 2.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 parts, but they're predicting.
Oh,
yeah.
you got the job? Congrats, Dread.
Oh, good. That's so good.
Yeah.
You've really.
Wow, life's going to change for you.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
That is amazing to hear. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
telling us
and coming here to celebrate.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
With a follow.
With a follow. Celebrate with a follow.
Yeah, that's how I do Christmas.
I follow.
Yeah, I just go through everyone. Yeah, all my recommended.
Merry Christmas. Here's my presents.
Yeah.
Your presents is a gift.
And then I go into their chats and ask for gift subs.
A follow's not enough.
Yeah,
so I just wrote my resignation letter for my current job last day Friday.
Awesome.
That's great.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome news.
That'll be a lot less traveling for you.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
oh yeah, I don't like Austin Butler. Hot take. Okay. I find him rather like boring.
Well, who can remember anything he was in? Anyway?
When I think of him, I think of bad acting, mediocre Disney Channel vibes.
Yeah.
And now I've watched the trailer for Elvis, and I go, Tom Hanks is outshining him, and he's supposed to be Elvis.
Well, that'll be interesting. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
And see what happens, because I mean, yeah. Another interesting fact for everyone is that Harry Styles and Ansel Elgort both also auditioned for Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin Butler got it.
That's so weird.
Which is also interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it takes a big. People who play these roles are usually do pretty well in them because they have to. It makes or breaks the whole movie.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I think one of the most recent examples of that would be Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the actor again. Who
oh my gosh. Him. He has the fun. He's the Egyptian dude.
Yeah, I forget his name, but I mean, people like. Yeah. People everywhere will say he made the movie. Like.
The actor did it.
That maybe the writing of the movie was a bit messy and like whatever, but he was such a good Freddie Mercury. Rami.
Yeah, I was like.
Rami.
Yeah.
Rami
Malek.
Yes.
From Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Oh, he's in Twilight.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Twilight.
He's in Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Wait, on a side note, Post Malone's song "One Right Now." I heard the promo and had it on my Spotify last year. Oh, really? That's kind of fun.
Huh.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But Harry Styles deserves everything. I know. That's the thing, too, is that...
Has anyone else, like, thought that maybe this movie got outshined by its, like, song that's going with it? There's a song that,
hard to imagine it be, like, better.
Just a little song by, like, Doja Cat called Vegas. That literally sounds better than the whole movie right now.
I'd listen to that for an hour and a half.
Me too.
I'd listen to that for a movie.
Everyone should go find Vegas by Doja Cat.
One song.
She released this promo for the Elvis movie, and oh my gosh, that song has my whole heart.
Everything she writes is just brilliant,
so good.
Dripping with mastery.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay.
Go off.
Okay. Strange World. This was only announced about a month ago at one of their Disney. I think it was one of their. What do they call them? Like the boards of directors, like stockholders meeting.
Oh, okay.
They released one piece of concept art, and it was a concept art very similar to this, but like early production work of it. So, but this movie's been in the works for a while. Strange World is going to be Disney's next big movie, essentially, or big animated movie. It comes out in November. The first trailer came out today. Yeah, today was the trailer, and it looks like it's again following this trend of new universes, timelines, multiverses, type of weird. Every single movie that comes out nowadays,
the 2020s
has another thing about like weird science, weird things. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you need to watch the trailer. You need to watch. Yeah,
I do too.
It's really cool. It's looking like it's also one of the more diverse movies. The whole cast seems to be of different races, different ages, like different, different ethnicities, different cultural backgrounds. It looks like there is a queer couple possibly being featured in this, which will be also really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a unique movie. I don't know the plot, honestly. It's looking like they're on some sort of adventure to escape this strange world. And the strange world is a world where things just never make sense. So trees will randomly turn into other things. Birds can fall out of the sky. And everything's made of like gooey, sciencey type of stuff.
Sciencey stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the poster is beautiful. Like the one you put here. It's gorgeous. I'm like staring at it. Like,
the art is amazing.
The art is really cool. Yeah. Do you know if it's like a remake of a book that's been written before, or like an old story?
I don't think so.
It's
I think it's original. I'm like fairly certain on that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm lost track. Wait, birds don't follow the sky in Calgary? No, not normally. Unless they smell. Never mind. I won't say names. The shock on your face.
Whoa. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Strange Things.
Yeah. Yeah. Strange Things. This will be a strange movie. But I'm very interested.
Yeah. Interesting to see. Yeah.
It's a whole
Disney.
Another world. It's not a musical either. Which always makes me sad when Disney does ones that aren't musicals.
Oh, it does?
I mean, like, I love them, but I want the musicals. Like, Encanto,
man. You do?
Yeah, okay. They're so good. I just want the songs.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Frozen 2. Like, when they released...
I need to watch Frozen 2 again. It's been too long.
It's been like a couple months.
I miss my baby. Yeah, well, I think that was like several months. Don't you think? I think it was a while ago.
Okay, it might have been like November.
My sister was here. It was November.
November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did I miss a talk about Jurassic World? Oh, yeah, Jurassic World Dominion came out. I forgot to put that. I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I am excited to, since it has some of the original cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited as well?
So I was way more excited about the idea. Okay, it comes out Friday. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's this week, I knew. I was way more excited about the idea of it, and then I started watching the trailers, and a lot of it looks stupid. So, but the idea of the movie, when they were first pitching it, they're like, dinosaurs are all over the earth. Humans have to now work within society that has dinosaurs in it.
Yeah, it seems like a cool concept.
And then I watched the trailer, and there's Chris Pratt on a motorbike running around Venice with a raptor chasing him, and I'm like, that's not exactly like humans working with dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. That kind of just looks like a stupid chase. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm like the biggest... I don't know if Chris Pratt really gets me.
Yeah.
Like, I just... And it's like the new Jurassic Park movies have just been these really big budget, like...
Action.
Mild entertainment action movies. Like, they haven't...
The first Jurassic was just so good.
They're just not as artsy as, like, the first...
Yeah.
Jurassic. They're very, like, big budget, box office kind of movies.
Well, the plot is they have to, like... The baby raptor gets stolen, and they're trying to find the baby raptor or something like that. But that just doesn't intrigue me when they've pitched the movie as this like big way in which the world and politics have to figure out how ecological consequences of like bringing and integrating dinosaurs into our society once again. And I was just like, that's like this looks so boring, man.
Yeah.
But
it's called back Jurassic Park 3. I haven't seen Jurassic Park 3 actually.
I don't remember Jurassic Park 3.
I want to watch it soon.
That was the one where they go back to this third. No, wait. Yeah, they get trapped. Wait, no, it's when the thing crashes. The raptor's trying to get the baby back, their egg. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Huh.
I
don't know either how I feel about it.
We'll see.
Be
kind of fun to watch.
I might see it. Still. Also, Morbius. Oh, wait, I forgot about Morbius. Oh my gosh, we have this to talk about too.
This is the last one.
Okay, wait, Morbius. Have you heard what's been happening with Morbius?
No, that name sounds familiar, and I don't know what it means.
Okay, Morbius was the really, really bad Spider-Man spinoff they made about that vampire guy. So it was supposed to come out. Oh my gosh, hi Bill. Yeah. Okay, this got everyone ready. Like, look, people are already freaking out about Morbius.
Oh, it's Morbid time. I hear that phrase on Discord all the time, and I don't know what you guys mean by it.
Yeah. So
I'm so excited to be enlightened.
Yeah, so it's Morbin time, okay? So Morbius was a movie that was supposed to come out in...
Announcement.
Announcement. August. It was supposed to come out August 2020. Then they pushed it back because COVID hit, and they were doing, like, Christmas 2020. And then it got pushed back again. Yeah. April 2021. Then it got pushed again. July 2021. Then it got pushed again. Christmas 2021. And then it got pushed again, and kind of thing. So it just kept getting pushed all over the map, and... whatever. It finally came out, bombed, did so bad, and people declared it one of the worst superhero movies of all time. And it rightly, I think, deserved it. But then, during around the time when it came out, someone on Twitter made this random joke where they were just like, oh my gosh, what if, like, Morbius had a catchphrase that he said every time he, like, went vampire kind of thing. And then people were, like, making up different ones. It became a Twitter thread. And then someone was like, it's Morbin time. Like the Power Rangers.
Funny.
Like, it's morphine time that the Power Rangers do. Where they're like, and then they turn into a Power Ranger. And it didn't get much traction on Twitter. People didn't really care about it. But then they screenshot it, reposted it to Reddit. Boom. It exploded on Reddit.
Interesting. Wow.
And people were obsessed with it. And it escalated to so many different memes, so many different iterations of, like, him, like, that Morbius is just, like, so powerful. He's this... It kind of reminds me of when Shaggy was a thing. You remember that? Like, Super Saiyan Shaggy from, like, Scooby-Doo? How that became such a meme? It's similar in that vein of, like, he's just this really lame, kind of pathetic character, but, like, it's Morbin time kind of vibes. Like, he's unstoppable or he's crazy. Yeah, and the memes are hilarious. But, yeah, Sony re-released the movie this week. Back into theaters. They did a full production sweep, 1,000 theaters, to release it because the meme is so big. And it bombed again.
Way.
It bombed again, though. And it made, like, something like 83,000. And
wow.
So it's like so embarrassing. This whole situation is hilarious.
That's crazy.
And yeah.
Interesting.
What a weird time to be alive. Shaggy, Super Saiyan, and the new and then other thing, weird reference. They're bringing out like a Super Smash Bros. Style Warner Brothers game, and Shaggy is one of the fighters in it, and he has the meme ability to go Super Saiyan. Is like, man, the internet's wild. Sorry, yeah. Why don't your turn? I talked for too long. I got way too excited.
There.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, Morbius.
And I'm like so oblivious. So like I have no idea what's happening.
Wait, do you remember what he looks like?
No.
Morbius? Okay, sorry.
Like when you say that Spider-Man fringe character, I think of Venom.
Yes, he's in the Venom verse is what they're calling it now. It's the same universe as Venom. Oh, oopsie. Yeah, so this is the guy.
Who's that actor?
Jared Leto. And of course Jared Leto makes this.
He looks like a cross between Emily Blunt and John Krasinski in this poster.
What?
Is anyone else getting that?
Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Do you not see it?
Not really, but that's really funny.
He literally looks like a cross. Oh, I know.
This is his powers. He becomes like a vampire thingy. Ooh, like icky.
Icky, scary.
Yeah, there's some, scary, man.
Did someone say Venom?
Yeah, Venom.
He said Venom.
Yeah, so this movie.
He's scary.
Yeah, he's creepy, man. But it bombed again.
That is crazy. No way.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where I've heard literally nothing about Morbius, and it looked like shit in the trailers. Oh yeah, this movie's bad. And that's why I think it makes it so much better, the meme, is how bad the content is, but how, like, funny the memes are just not relative to each other. And so it's made something just escalate into sort of peak internet humor.
Yeah, that's the best, like, internet.
And I don't think Sony caught on that people are making fun of their movie, and they didn't actually want to see it again. Yeah,
they probably just thought it was a good bet or something.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And they never even marketed. Like, they didn't do it's coming back to theaters. Like, it's Morbin time. They didn't even do a big, like...
They just sent it
They
out.
just were like, we're going back to theaters, boys.
Oh,
and like
money,
did one,
hey?
yeah,
Oh, money.
They just did one post on Twitter, one post on Instagram. It's back kind of vibe. They didn't even do any promo. Like, they're not doing marketing for it. It's a bad idea.
Huh.
Bad idea overall.
Wow.
But don't worry, darling. It'll be okay.
Transition. We've got a movie coming out. I don't know which month, 2022, called Don't Worry, Darling, with...
Somewhere this summer, right?
Is it the summer? Yeah. With Harry Styles and Florence Pugh.
Oh my gosh. Barry, you excited?
Yeah. Release date.
September 23rd.
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
Yeah.
3 days.
Almost.
Almost my birthday. Almost.
Yeah, apparently it's a psychological thriller set in the 1950s where a housewife is discovering some insidious things. That's all I read about it. But yeah, it's directed by Harry Styles' girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The inspiration for cinema.
Yeah.
We might add.
Yeah, that's pretty brilliant.
I just feel like the internet is gonna go crazy because like we love both of these people. Like, we're obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh's been just popping off. Like, she has so much content right now that she's in, and Harry Styles
Is Harry
course,
Styles.
is Harry Styles. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be good.
Me too.
Yeah.
It looks good. I'm like Olivia Wilde. I've never seen a movie she's directed, so I don't know like how like what her quality of
What
directing
her
is,
style is,
or
anything.
yeah, anything.
Yeah.
But I'm interested at least.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's always cool to see actors, especially like female actors, jump to the director role, so
Yeah.
or producer role in different ways. So I'm interested.
Yeah, and she's also acting in it too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out that this is so Black Widow's sister is Florence Pugh, and then Thanos' brother is Harry Styles, and they're like Thanos killed Black Widow,
Oh my
and so they're like, oh
gosh.
my gosh, this is what their siblings do after they murder each other.
Oh my gosh! It's giving West Side Story. Wow.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
That's
On to more movies.
Yeah, this is a movie themed episode.
Sure is.
Okay. Boom.
Okay.
Here we go. Uh-oh.
What?
I didn't think about our faces. Okay, wait. Let's do this. I'll quickly change this. You want to give an intro what we're doing here?
Yeah, so to introduce what we're doing a bracketing thing. So, I mean, I guess traditionally brackets would probably used for sports at first. To like teams playing each other, and then eventually you narrow it down as we go through the brackets there to a one movie. So we wanted to do this for 2000s movies that shaped our childhoods or shaped society during the 2000s as well. So we're kind of on that line of like movies that shaped like our childhoods personally, and movies that shaped like the culture that we lived in. And we, like, Michael and I were born in the same year, so we lived like the same years at the same age, of course.
Yeah.
And so we've included the odd, I think actually maybe Titanic is the only
That was like
90s one.
1999, right?
90 some, maybe even 97 or something, but oh no, The Sixth Sense is also in 1999. So we included like some 1990s cuspers just because like we still feel like we grew up with them, and that they were still in their like ripple effects when we were growing up too.
Yeah.
So we also included them.
Yeah. So I think how we'll do each segment, we're gonna go pair by pair.
Yeah.
And me and Hannah will each have to choose one in the pair, and you guys in the chat will have to choose one as well that you're gonna defend. Give us your argument of why you think one of the two is the better 2000s movie or representative.
Yeah, and I think that, like, I guess the way we're going to play is, like, us plus everyone in chat who wants to participate, like, we'll all just we'll almost do it, like, consensus-wise, like, where we'll just argue and, like, try to come to an agreement where we're like, okay, you win then, you know, like.
Yeah.
Where the other person concedes or the chat concedes or the chat convinces us
do we
or
have
like
a
that sort
poll?
of thing.
I don't remember how to do polls.
Oh yeah, we could do polls.
That'd be such a fun idea.
Yeah.
But I need to remember how.
Where's Babel Ari?
Where's Babel Ari when you're here?
Yeah. The other thing.
I forget. Man. I forget.
What about the people in the corner?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, I can't type. Start a poll in Twitch.
Yeah, that'd be super nice, and then we can do a poll of
Sure.
which one we agree on.
But we also like are welcoming like comments and stuff too. Like you can also write stuff to defend your case. Creating polls on your dashboard. Click the create new poll button.
You have a comment? What's your comment? Okay.
Do share. Yeah.
Do share.
The only other thing I wanted to mention was some of these movies have trilogies or sequels or whatever. Do we? Because we put specific posters.
I think we consider them by the movie we put.
Okay.
And I think we kind of chose the ones that were like most impactful out of them.
Sure. I also think though that even if we do that, like the other movies of the trilogies and whatever will still be influencing our like decisions.
They inform it a little bit.
Because they inform society and like the culture that surrounds it and stuff.
The hype that built over it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, category 1, which would you prefer? I think you should do High School. I'm going to do Narnia.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I actually haven't seen Narnia.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So, I think High School Musical 3 should win because it was pretty culturally, like it was just extremely culturally relevant to my life, but also to everybody I knew. Like we were all obsessed with it. And as kids, so I was 10 when this movie came out. And
you were 10?
I was 10. It came out in 2008.
Wait, I was 10.
Yeah.
I
we
forgot.
were both 10.
We were both 10.
Yeah. So quite young. Like I don't know what it's like to have been a teenager when this came out. It might have been already not relevant for teenagers, but for kids, it was really well relevant and quite famous. And the other thing I will say is High School Musical, like the series, were straight to TV Disney movies. Like they were Disney Channel movies, and they got so popular that High School Musical 3 was released in theaters. And I think that's quite a very interesting thing that happened and a feat for Disney Channel, that type of very wholesome Disney Channel movies. Like they're literally so pure and wholesome. They don't even wear like bikinis in these movies. Like they literally
they don't. They all wear like one pieces.
They wear one pieces for modesty because they're Disney Channel. Like that was the thing.
That's so weird.
Yeah, so I think that's another evidence for it is like that it's quite a feat that it made it to the theater being that kind of wholesome Disney movie version. Like everybody just really loved it, fell in love with these movies. Additionally, like these movies launched the career of lots of these stars, like especially Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, of course. And who knows where they would be without these movies.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that the fact that we still are, like, I know Vanessa Hudgens hasn't even, like, been in a lot of things lately.
She's got the, like, Princess Switch on Netflix.
There's Princess Switch, right. But even, like, the fact that she had the opportunity for that and, like, all of that. She also gets talked about every year for Coachella, which...
Yeah.
She gets talked about every year. But, like, I think the fact that we still are talking about her is because of this deep-rooted love for High School Musical that a lot of those of us who talk about still have. A lot of the media still have. Like, it's just, like, very... very loved in society, and I think interesting just the purity of the movie. Like it's just very wholesome. Purity is a weird word. Wholesome, I think is better. Like I
think our decision to put High School Musical 3 is more controversial than.
Oh my gosh, I need to read Narnia for the win. Kenny Ortega? Do you mean?
I don't know.
The director of High School Musical. Oh. I prefer 1 over 3. High School Musical 3 is the best movie in my opinion. It scared me. I didn't like High School Musical 3.
Yeah.
Low-key Garbo.
What?
High School Musical 2 over 1 over 3. Interesting. In terms of music, okay.
And then he got you with the...
Oh my gosh.
gosh, that's so gross. I'm gonna throw up. Bill.
That was really funny. I'm gonna throw up. It got me, man.
That's very interesting because as far as the 3 movies, I do think High School Musical 3 is the best. It's always been my favorite. I think it's just like they perfected everything that was good from the first 2 movies is what I believe.
Yeah.
High School Musical 1 was great, and the fact they put so much effort into getting their viewers involved with this
sing-along and dance-along.
Yeah.
Oats with cheese.
But a lot of Disney movies did that at the time.
Sunday School Musical over everything. That's a good point. Welcome to chat. That's a very good point.
Oats with cheese. Oh, Cats with cheese?
Cats with cheese. I read Oats. I'm dyslexic.
I read Oats too.
Cats with cheese.
High School Musical 1 is better than High School Musical 2.
Okay.
Interesting takes.
Those are all good points. I feel like it's going to be hard to defend Narnia. But honestly, okay, my best shot.
Go.
Hey, gotta pull my trousers up. Okay, here we go. So Narnia had 2 sequels. It was at the time one of the most it did extremely well at the box office, especially for a movie.
Yeah.
That wasn't known as felt like it was only known as like a childhood book, and then it was able to escalate into a full blown franchise, and that was what they were going for. They were hoping for the next Harry Potter, the next Lord of the Rings, and that was kind of what they marketed it as was. And I think they succeeded, at least with the first 2. And this movie definitely made a huge cultural impact. Maybe not as much in the same category as High School Musical, but instead you still see to this day people yell for Narnia or still look back on these movies as very, very charming, good, wholesome, entertaining. This also had such unique action scenes in it, man.
Right.
Very unique action scenes, very wholesome vibes. I think overall a great family movie too.
Yeah, right.
I have the impact it had on me was I literally got a tattoo. My sword tattoo is this is Peter's sword.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is this is one of my favorite movies actually. Narnia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This Narnia, The Lion of Wardrobe, and Prince Caspian are 2 of my favorite movies.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mainly because of the impact they had on me as a kid.
Yeah.
But this is Peter's sword, and so that's why I defend it. Do you have a High School Musical tattoo?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, what would you, a grad cap or or just a silhouette of them dancing to All in This Together?
Yeah. This is the classic All in This Together move.
Yeah.
The above head clap.
Wait, Narnia in the last 10 minutes is dope, but the rest is hot trash. What about the last 10 minutes? Because I want to win. Okay. It didn't have the charm of a Disney original movie. Felt more like a film Disney would just make rather than for a TV movie. Oh, you mean the High School Musical series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then it doesn't matter because Shrek is the best movie. That's a good point. We'll maybe get to Shrek later.
No, Shrek later.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bill, how do I make a poll? We're gonna do a poll for the chat. I don't remember how though, man. Let me Google quick. Okay.
So it says here, go to your dashboard.
Yeah.
Dashboard, polls, new poll button, manager poll.
Oh.
You see a dashboard that has that option?
Yeah, let's pull it up. Okay.
I mean, your arguments
you didn't
for Narnia
like the Shrek movie? What? That's such an interesting thought.
Interesting take. Wow, it's so nice to have you guys all here giving these takes.
I would never have thought that. I always am like, whoa. Okay. Stream manager.
Did you get it?
No. No.
I think it should be actually in those.
Okay. Is this clip? No. Poll.
Create a new poll.
Create a new poll.
Yay!
Here we go. Question.
Narnia versus HSM 3. Okay, my closing remarks are that I actually agree that it didn't feel like an original Disney movie, that it still did have that Disney Channel movie feel, but I would say that what's a more successful Disney Channel movie than that? It was so iconic in that way, and so my closing argument is that is why I think
it deserves to make it to the next level is because it really succeeded in its
I'm gonna
iconic
make it
Disney
1 minute poll.
movies. Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Okay. Do you have any final comments?
So let me know. I'm on your payroll. No, I got it. I think I figured it out. Okay. So please vote. I need to know. We need your help. I think you'll help us decide. If I had to say, I think High School Musical wins this.
Yeah.
Even though I had to defend Narnia, and Narnia is probably one of my favorite movies.
I know, because your arguments, like saying how much it impacted you, is honestly making me second guess myself. I'm like, oh, like should
no,
we
but
do Narnia?
but then you were literally like, oh my gosh, people still to this day recognize these characters, recognize this. The songs still are listened to by people. I don't know. I'm really strong. It's 50-50. This sucks. Oh my gosh.
So if we don't, I mean, unless other people vote.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna vote HSM, but you can still vote for whatever.
No,
you want.
we vote for 50-50. HSM won.
All right.
Well, there we go. Okay, HSM moves to the next category, and then
You should copy it. Could you copy and paste it, or just is that too hard?
yeah, we could.
Like so that it stays. You can see that it was still in that bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I think it's like a decent choice because I think Narnia. Like when I hear people talk about it, the movies were like good and pretty well loved.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that it's almost still more known as the books. Like, and I think movies that really pop off are movies that like are known as the movies now over the books, and I think people are still like the books are what they treasure almost.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of people. For you, maybe not the case.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What did everyone say?
Amazing. Okay, results.
But if it was a Disney Channel movie, it would have been in theaters. Yeah, I think it was both. Still.
This movie?
No, High School Musical. I think he was still talking about.
Oh. Okay.
Typical politics, people buying votes.
Who bought votes?
What does that mean?
I don't remember buying votes. Okay, this next category is gonna be harder. Monsters Inc. versus Harry Potter: The Philosopher's Stone.
You should probably take Harry Potter.
Okay, I'm doing Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy
you
win.
Go first.
Okay, Harry Potter.
Wait, guys, hear us out first. Hear us out. Don't make your minds up yet.
Okay. Harry Potter is honestly, to me, one of the most iconic franchises of all time. It made millions, billions of dollars. This franchise, like the land when they opened it in Universal Studios had a lineup out the door that lasted a day. It's the only land to ever have done that. It makes hundreds of thousands of dollars. People buy merch with the wands. It has a legacy that goes beyond itself. To this day, when they release anything new Harry Potter of like merchandise, it just sells out instantly.
Yeah.
The movies have caused memes upon memes. If you go back to any single scene or clip, you will find things about this movie.
Yeah.
It's honestly just truly one of the more iconic of them all. And then if I were to pick a movie that was more iconic out of all the Harry Potter ones, I'd choose probably this one.
Yeah.
The first movie has iconic lines like "You're a wizard, Harry," or worse, "expelled."
Yeah.
Kind of jokes, or even has what's another one? What was one of the biggest TikTok trends of all last year? People voicing "Your move to check the king." Remember Ron doing that whole bit with the whatever, the chessboard?
Yeah.
I literally have the chessboard right there.
Yeah.
I own so much Harry Potter
I know,
stuff.
You do.
It is all around me.
Yeah.
And I just feel there's no way that this movie just doesn't have significance for like 100 years to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my argument. Yeah.
That whole shelf there, pretty much. Yeah.
I know, my whole shelf proves it.
I watch them every Christmas. Yeah, like lots of people have trends like that, and I think that's how you know a movie is like very iconic when people have like a tradition. Like I didn't mean trend, I meant tradition. Yeah. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh, you're a Harry wizard.
You're a Harry wizard. You're a Harry wizard.
True, but the first movie is a grade 5 simulator.
That is so funny.
What does that mean?
Like, it's like just redoing. It'd be like, oh, we're just going to school, ba ba ba, kind of vibes. Like, very wholesome.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I do like how the first movie is like an origin story. I love origin stories. Like, I could watch only those. And that one definitely fits the bill of like, oh, is he gonna make it to Hogwarts and like his aunt and uncle and just all that stuff. But yeah, so Monsters Inc.
Yeah. What about Monsters Inc., huh?
Well, Monsters Inc. also has a lot of iconic lines. They're like Boo. I mean, people still talk about Boo. I mean, we went to the Monsters Inc. door in Calgary.
Right.
And
I was so excited.
People loved it. People were excited. This movie came out over 20 years ago. It was 2001.
I thought it was 2002.
It
might have been 2001.
Either way, that's about
around
20 years
around
ago.
20 years.
Yeah, and people are still like vibing with it, and like the Monsters Inc. door also. And like if you saw our TikTok, it looks like Boo's door from the movie, and
So
I think
cute.
that's pretty like, it's pretty impactful thing that. It's kind of an obscure part of the movie. Like, I mean, it's not obscure, but it's obscure, I would say, in movie. Like, it's not like everybody knows about it. But the fact that everybody's quite hype about this, it's like, it shows that there's quite a viewership of the movies. People have seen the movies. People remember, 20 years later, they remember that the door has these little flowers on it and are like, want to go take pictures there and want to go see it and drive to see it. And like, I don't know if you saw, we got comments on that video, people asking...
where it is?
Where it is, yeah.
Really? I haven't looked. Where?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to
Instagram or
gatekeep, I'll tell
TikTok?
them. On TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're famous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's pretty iconic. I think it was just a really unique storyline. The two, like, guy best friends, and then, like, the little girl, just, like, very interesting dynamic. And as you have pointed out in the past... Boo might be the center of the whole Pixar theory universe.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. I think that's my full arguments.
That's a good point.
Mike
Boo.
Wazowski is a huge meme, and then there's that Sully times Mike Wazowski meme that's like really huge.
Or also the Mike Wazowski, you're late for your paperwork.
Right, that girl, that's...
I don't remember Marge.
Whoever she is.
Remember
yeah, whatever her name is still super famous.
Gladys.
People pull out Boo costumes for Halloween all the time.
I'm starting to pull. We need input.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 1 minute to decide, everybody?
Yeah, 1 minute to
all
decide,
right.
everybody. Vote, 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 vote.
OMG, I saw this TikTok where these two cool peeps found Boo's door. You saw it?
Wait a second. Oh my gosh. You saw the TikTok. Wait a second. Are we famous?
What? I'm shocked. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Always watching.
Also, Randall was such a great character. Like
Randall was really good.
Enemy guy.
Yeah.
Like, he had such a look to him. It was just a very well done movie.
Yeah, but then again, like Hagrid, he's huge.
Good character.
Yeah, but then again, McGonagall turned from a cat into a thing onto a desk. Do you remember?
No.
Never mind.
I don't remember. I have seen the movies.
You have seen them?
I have seen all of them.
You know what we should do? Rewatch them all. Kai hasn't seen them. Kai would come over and watch them too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We should watch Monsters Inc. too.
Yeah, that's good.
I am gonna vote for Harry Potter though.
Yeah, I voted.
Harry wins.
I voted High School Musical last round.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, polls over. Harry Potter wins, and I think that kind of makes the most sense. Like, while Monsters Inc. is a crazy good movie.
Yeah.
I think it's actually such a good movie. I don't think it beats out the iconography of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I think personally I like Monsters Inc. better, but
yeah, I think honestly as a movie itself, without taking like the whole franchise into consideration, I'd watch Monsters Inc. over Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But if I was watching a franchise, I'm never gonna be like, let's watch Monsters Inc. and then Monsters University and then Monsters at Work. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's the thing. It's just it has so much power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter movie night. Watch party for the Harry Potter series, the entire thing.
Stay tuned. Check the Discord. Wait, let me just put the Discord in chat.
Oh yeah, pop up the Discord. Here we go.
People such as Hannah's biggest fan. If you don't have Discord yet, you can always join.
Yeah.
Just click the link.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, Do you want to intro these two movies? Because I need to pee.
Oh sure.
BRB.
No problem. Who's DeHanna14? That's me.
used to be my Instagram handle too, but then I changed it to not that. I changed my name. Don't skip my comment. Wait, what'd you say? Randall was Sid's monster from Toy Story? Really? Like, is it one of those, what do they call those? Is it an Easter egg? We talked about this earlier on the podcast. Huh. That is so cool. Oh, Toy Story is iconic. Toy Story came out a little early for us to do it in this segment because we want it to be 2000s mostly. Toy Story came out like 95 or 93 or something, so otherwise we'd include it. But, I mean, I love Toy Story. Hang on. Are you going to send me info about that? Yeah, it'd be cool to actually do these and just exclusively put kids movies. I mean, we did put a lot of animated features here, and a lot of kids movies, but it'd be cool to do it with just like ranking Disney movies or ranking Pixar movies. But anyway, so The Sixth Sense came out in, I believe, 1999. So it's one of our older movies on here. But Shrek 1 release date also came out in 2001, so it's also one of the older movies. I remember watching it like so young. And The Sixth Sense I didn't watch till last year.
I'm back.
Nice.
Okay, so did we decide that Shrek won?
Shut up. I'm gonna defend The Sixth Sense, okay?
Okay,
but
okay.
My argument's pretty good, so you better get ready.
Well, I'm ready. Okay. Who's the Hannah? Wait a second. Bill, that's this girl right here. Okay.
It me.
Okay. Do you want to go first then?
Sure.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah, so The Sixth Sense, yeah, I think the interesting about The Sixth Sense is that but this is kind of the kicker.
Hmm?
People our age, our generation.
Where is it kicking? No, I'm kidding. That was a dumb joke. Sorry, never mind.
Our generation, a lot of us haven't seen it before. Like if I went to like a lot of my friends, like they haven't seen it yet. And I just watched it a couple months ago with a friend who also had never seen it. And but the interesting thing about that is that while we haven't seen it, everybody quotes from it all the time. Everybody quotes from it all the time. There's so many iconic scenes.
They've been dead the whole time.
There's not just the... Don't spoil it. There's lots of iconic scenes from this movie. Not just one. There's especially the "I see dead people" like whispers line that is most famous. But there's lots of other famous parts too. And I think that's very powerful. Like when you have a movie where, if you were like me and you watched it this year, you watch it and you realize that you've seen references to tons of these lines in the movies, tons of the scenes. I think that's very powerful. Mm-hmm. And notably for the horror genre, it's like it's made a lot of the genre that we use today, not just in future like full-length horror features, but in like cartoons. Like if your favorite cartoon has a horror episode, it's probably they modeled it after this movie. Like SpongeBob probably has a horror episode that models this, and like Fairly Odd Parents probably like whatever. All these like shows are constantly referencing back to it, and that's because like they did the ghost story really well, probably the best ever. And I've like a lot of critics say that it's like was the best ghost story to ever be told. And yeah, just like the way that it's done, the way they tailor their suspense, the different gore scenes are very iconic. Like the head with there's no back to their head, like it's just eaten out or whatever. Like it's just very iconic scenes. And so yeah, that's my argument. What are people in chat saying? Would you guys not put
Jogan? What's Jogan? Do you mean Logan? That came out not recently.
Is this some sort of joke?
Wait, is it like Jogan balls or something? Wait, Volts. Are you already in? Like, have you already driven away because you left your AirPods in our bathroom?
Wait.
Jogan these AirPods?
You shouldn't watch us while you're driving.
What's jogging on these nuts mean?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Like Joe Rogan?
Volts, put this
Morgan!
podcast away if you're in the car. No texting, no distracted driving.
No distracted driving. Except
That's
for...
so dangerous.
We really appreciate the views. Wait a second. You also left
it's
your...
It's dangerous!
Yeah, you left your hair clay. You left your hair clay and your AirPods in our bathroom. I don't know if you're already halfway home, but... Okay.
I want to use both of those.
His hair clay?
Yeah. I want to try hair clay. And I want to borrow your AirPods. So let me know. My headphones are breaking.
Hi, Morgan. How are you?
Oh, Morgan got here?
Yeah.
Hi,
Morgiano.
Wow, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm discussing Shrek now.
Okay.
I'm going to woo you all into somehow rewatching Shrek. So imagine.
But guys, don't forget about the Sixth Sense. While he talks, just think about how awesome my
The year is 2001. Disney is at odds with one of their head creatives. They are fighting, angry. Michael Eisner and whatever the heck the other dude's name are despising each other. I think his name was Phil or something. I don't remember. Phil and Michael are fighting. Phil says, "Screw you, Michael," leaves. He runs away. He talks to Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg says, "I love money. Yes, you can have my money. Go make more money." They make a production company called DreamWorks Animation Studios.
What? I didn't know that?
Yeah. Phil says, "Guess who I hate most in the world? Michael Eisner, the head of Disney, who's iconic at the time." Because Michael Eisner took over the Walt Disney's TV show and was appearing, basically acting like the new Walt Disney himself. He had this massive ego on his shoulder. And he was spending money, like a cash flow, out of the wazoo. He was going crazy. Frank Wells, was that it? I don't remember. I'm going to keep calling him Phil, I think. Maybe it was, I think it was Frank Wells. That makes sense. But, okay, Frank.
Is that too?
So Frank decides, hey, I hate Michael Eisner. I'm going to I have this hilarious idea about this book I like called Shrek that I found exclusive rights to. I'm going to make an ugly monster. I'm going to turn this ugly monster named Shrek into Michael Eisner. So the model for Shrek is literally modeled after Michael Eisner's face because he thought it was the most ugly thing he could think of at the time.
What a cat fight.
I know.
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Existed.
And so he says, I'm going to compete and make a movie that is more mature, more appropriate, and for all audiences. He was like, I'm sick of making the Tarzans and what is the other ones? The Beauty and the Beast and the Aladdins. I'm sick of making these movies that have to include this very formulaic style of like the song and the love story, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then another guy named Michael to voice it. I'm here to voice it. Okay. But yes, So then he says, I'm going to make a movie that not only kids will enjoy, but also adults. So he made this, there's a swear in this movie. There is multiple pop culture references. There is music that was like ahead of its time. All-Star. Hey now, you're an all-star was for this movie. Crazy.
Huge.
Every single piece of this movie, still to this day, has made an impact. People still make Lord Farquaad's short jokes. Half the people couldn't even say his name, but they still reference the bad guy from Shrek.
Yeah.
Donkey. In the morning, I'm making waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. It's crazy. No one caught the Pokemon. Thanks, Bill. And then Fiona. She has this interesting story. It was also 3D animation. This was the biggest leap in 3D animation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That anyone had made at the time. They had so many problems behind the scenes trying to get this movie made that actually, I think, was it Prince of Egypt, which was supposed to be the studio's second movie, ended up coming out before this one because they were having so many problems behind the scenes with this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Frank, literally, I think he said he was getting so sick and tired of making this movie because there's so many issues with it. He get up the budget for Prince of Egypt, thinking it was going to make them billions, and decide like this Shrek movie, like throw them in the basement. They can work on that when we have time.
Yeah.
And this movie ended up being the insane cultural thing. It launched a franchise. It launched movies. It launched spin-offs. It launched. Still to this day, we're getting Puss in Boots 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
true. Wow, we could have put the Princess of Egypt on this list, hey?
Yeah.
That was a pretty iconic.
Iconic movie, too. I cut my hair, and you best believe I look like Lord Farquaad. Okay.
Iconic, Amari.
I'm going to start making a poll, but what are your rebuttal? Any rebuttal?
I think they both deserve to move on is the issue. Like, I think they really both are quite impactful to the culture. I think Shrek, had a huge impact because it was, like, satirical, but again, like, Sixth Sense just, like, mastered, like, the horror form, and horror's been a big part of our lives in the 2000s. It's a scary world, and I think we love horror, so...
Poll is up, people.
Okay.
Yep. But I honestly think, like, Sixth Sense has so many references, is a very well-made movie.
Yeah.
I don't think its cultural impact is as crazy as Shrek's, though.
I kind of agree, like, but I think they're almost different cultural impacts, because I think Sixth
very.
Sense is, like, very just artistic impact, where it's, like, you just see it in movies all the time, whereas Shrek is, like, cultural, like, we talk about it, you know? Not in the media. It's, like, regular people talk about it. Anyway, I need to vote. I think I'm going to vote for Sixth Sense just to give it a chance.
Yeah.
People are, like, because I think people can vote more than once.
Yes.
Are we that's fine? Like, they can do it?
Okay, never mind. I can edit that next time.
No, it's okay. Like, yeah, sure, next time maybe.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Shrek 1.
Shrek 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one,
category.
actually. That was a little bit spicy.
Yeah. Sure was.
Man. I've never seen Sixth Sense. So, but I know all the jokes.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Yeah, no.
Because you know how much I love horror.
Yeah, I love horror.
Yeah.
And you like it too.
We love horror.
We
both
love
both
horror.
of us love horror so much.
I like peeing myself.
Yeah.
You can only
Sixth Sense is good. Like, you kind of jump in a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit.
You can vote once, and then you have to use bits after.
Oh, okay.
That's okay with
that's
me.
Fine. What? Bits? That's, yeah.
What an investment.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, this one's going to be probably one of the harder ones. Do you want Spider-Man or Mean Girls?
I'll take either. What, do you
No, I don't have a preference. I could vote either. I could fight either too.
Yeah.
Actually, weirdly enough, you've done all the ones on this side. I've done all the ones on this side. Do we want to keep the trend going?
Let's just keep going, yeah.
You're Spider-Man, I'm Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Woo! You want to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So, just so you guys know, on Wednesdays we wear pink.
What else am I gonna say? Closing argument.
Yeah. So to quote a legend, "You go, Glen Coco." I mean, it's just really, really fetch. I'm sorry.
Do you know we have a podcast coming out on October 3rd?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You had to tell me it was October 3rd?
Yeah.
That was the day that I touched his hair or something. Or he gave me a pen. I don't remember what he did on October 3rd, but they did that.
Yeah, what was it? He looked behind at me and
asked for a
passed me a
pencil or
pencil.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't even go here. She doesn't even go here. Wait, what's another one? I'm just full of feelings.
It's like, wait, how can you be white if you're from Africa?
Yeah. Why is her hair so big? Because it's full of secrets.
Yeah.
Wait, October 3rd? October 3rd is Mean Girls Day, officially.
It's Mean Girls Day.
Yeah.
And because of that.
Oh my gosh.
And we have a podcast.
Wait, what's his name? Oh my gosh, Danny DeVito, I love your work.
Yeah, we have a podcast. That's the first Monday of the month.
That's brilliant.
Which we are now, PSA, doing podcasts first Monday of the month.
First Monday of every month is when, so it's a lot easier for you guys to find us.
Yeah.
That's your birthday is on Mean Girls Day.
What?
That's crazy. Wait, does your birthday line up with that every year?
Probably.
Never mind. Okay.
LOL.
What else? I'm trying to think of more. Yeah, this.
I'm a pusher. I push people.
I'm just a big lesbo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's so many good lines in that movie.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, this movie has made. I feel like this movie transformed comedies, and specifically transformed comedies with women in them, where it gave a whole new. It created. I think it inspired a new genre. Mm. I think there was movies coming out like this before, but this definitely rebranded and made a whole new market essentially. So many more movies. Like I don't think Legally Blonde would have happened without this kind of thing. Actually, was it before this? Am I stupid? 13 and Going on 30 was around this time too. I mean, it was just one of the big pushers for this type of branding. I'm not like
those movies on this list.
Yeah, but like this movie is so iconic. The lines stay with us. They became memes. It inspired. This movie sums up a huge portion of what was the 2000s. The clothing, the culture, the context, the way they talked. And it's to this day, even if you go back and watch it, every joke holds up. Like even if some of them maybe aren't the most, like I don't think there's anything that are like offensive in it, because even when things teetered that line of like, oh my gosh, you couldn't say that in 2021 kind of vibes that people like to make about old content. You could go back to this movie and you're like, no, this movie was very like understanding of what it was trying to say. It had a very specific point of view and represented it well.
Yeah.
And to that point, I think like Rachel McAdams, this movie made her into what she is today. She's a huge like rom-com star, taken seriously. On here too. Yeah. The Notebook. Lindsay Lohan. Like everyone already loved her before it, but this movie is what she's known for. Tina Fey, this helped keep her like boost her career. Yeah, this changed comedy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure Spider-Man made an impact somewhere.
It's getting heated. It's getting a little spicy in here. Okay. What happens in Spider-Man 2? No! He's fallen!
You can't say that. You're like, no. I'm going to defend
I love Spider-Man, but I just can't, like, the three movies are blended together in my mind. Like, was it the Sandman? No, that's the third one.
Okay,
Doc Ock.
This was Doc Ock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what happens between him and Kirsten's Mary Jane?
Kirsten Dunst?
Yeah.
This was the one where they broke up, right?
Was it?
Yeah.
Shoot.
This is the one where they're fighting and break up. And then the third one, she's going to get married, right? And then she runs away from the wedding, or she runs away from the wedding at the end of this one? Wait, are you guys specifically talking about Spider-Man 2? Yeah, because a lot of people view Spider-Man 2 as their favorite. And so we're specifically saying Spider-Man 2, and then, but also it is implied and impacted by the franchise itself.
Also, Hannah's biggest fan said, I'm not like those other moms, I'm a cool mom. That's a huge one. I can't believe we forgot about that one. Yeah, so true. Hannah, please, might have to change my name to Oscar's biggest fan.
Shaking her head. She's shaking her head.
Wait, why?
Because
I forgot what happens in Spider-Man, which we watched earlier this year together.
This is the one that Mary Jane is marrying. Okay, that's what's happening. Mary Jane's going to marry the other guy because they're broken up and they weren't fighting. And remember?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there's that okay.
No, share. I need more.
There's
all
that
the refreshers
stupid plot line where she's in like a play or something, and then he misses the play, and he's like losing his powers, and he's like mopey. Every single time Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire are on scene together, I literally want to be like gouge my eyes out. I'm so bored. I'm like they have no chemistry as MJ and Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with that. But what I will say, okay, yeah, they were never together at this point. Yeah. Not gonna lie, Spider-Man traumatized me as a kid. Yeah. Let me tell you, one thing I remember so vividly is when his hand grows the, like, Spidey sensor hairs to make him crawl the walls. That's in the first one, but...
That made you
grossed me out
grossed
so much.
out?
It grossed me out so much.
My hands,
It's one of the
I was
things
also
that-
like, ooh, touchy.
What? No, like it's literally the grossest scene. Like, ugh. And he's walked away from her. He's walked away from her.
She
in
tried to get
advance.
with him at the end of the first one too, and he's walked away from her advance.
Oh right.
But she walked
So
away
she's-
from the wedding in this one, right?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
this is the one that has the meme though. Hey, you need to pay rent.
Yeah.
Rent is due.
Yeah.
That-
That
yeah.
character. Yeah. Yeah. So also, I will say something about yes, all three movies were quite popular, did quite well, and pretty like iconic in I would say, like the realm of superhero movies. I would say. And but notably, I feel like this poster, this Spider-Man 2 poster, is like one of the most famous movies posters
Of all time.
of all time, of the 2000s. Like when you think of the old Spider-Man movies, you do not think about the Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 3 posters. You think about this one. You think of this like
I mean, the Spider-Man 3
Kirsten
one was
Dunst
pretty great too, with the black and red Spider-Man back to back kind of thing.
oh, that was pretty iconic.
Yeah.
No, let me just say like these movies are so sexist, which she was a woman of superheroes and she is giving her all. She is popping, twerking.
You know what? We should
for
do
this poster.
For the sake of feminism, Mean Girls wins.
Yeah. Yeah, I will also say like
Wait, look at this floating
Sam Raimi's
Sam Raimi, sorry,
Sam
Raimi.
Raimi's directing is just a very unique, interesting style, very iconic. I think this is the movie with the train scene where he stops the train.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
Wait, why do you like it?
Why do I like it?
Yeah.
It's just really iconic.
Oh.
Yeah.
No
No?
other reason?
Uh,
He's like flexing a lot. You don't like that?
no, yeah, like it's just a great display of Spider-Man's skills. And it's very intense. I also think it's just very brilliant movie-wise. Like, to have, like, it's just so... They put it... It's just a very clear to see time crunch, right? You know the train has to be stopped at a certain time. And you're, like, waiting with bated breath. And that's, like, that's something that's iconic about Sam Raimi's directing is that, like, it's very simple. It's, like, almost... simplistic the way it's like we're not having this complicated Avengers 20 people in the sky fighting each other with powers and whatever. It's like there's one train versus this guy with spider who's bit by a spider, and it's like that kind of fresh iconic like superhero stuff is I think what makes these movies so iconic for people and makes Spider-Man 2 like people. I actually read forums people saying like the train scene made the movie, like it was that's why it's their favorite.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, just because it's like this well done. It's like here we're gonna take an iconic what's the word for like a typecast. We're gonna take a typecast of a superhero movie and do it like perfectly well, and I think Raimi really does that.
Perfect.
And I think too like the Spider-Man movies were a big part of people who were into superheroes like growing up. Like this movie came out, what did we say, 2001?
This was like this and X-Men and like the original and the 90s Batman movies were like the only superhero movie content at the time.
Yeah, and like I didn't really get into superheroes till like later in life, like my adulthood, but like my brother was always into them from being a very little kid, like very little. Like he was born in 2000. So
yeah,
like
modern Marvel, like the MCU wouldn't exist without this movie.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah. And
yeah, well, the people wouldn't have bought in, but Kevin Feige also, he helped produce this movie, and he's the guy who created the MCU.
Yes, yeah, and I wanted to say about that too is that like superhero movies used to be more like for nerds and cringe, and like we talked about how like Marvel kind of mainstreamed that.
Yeah.
I think this was the beginning of the mainstreaming of that stuff. So that's my argument is just how well it was done and directed, how iconic this couple is in the poster, and the last thing I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to put up a new poll.
Let's do it.
Spider-Man versus...
Oh, Amari said the train scene is the only thing I remember from that movie. Yeah.
It's honestly one of the more iconic scenes.
3 flopped but I liked it because of the crappy Venom. Yeah, 3 is a hot mess, but still I just still love it, like the directing and stuff. It's just like fun.
I think it's a very weird movie, definitely.
Yeah.
This
weird.
movie, like the poster I was trying to point out was Doc Ock's just like floating in the sky in his eye.
Oh, like really? That's kind of cool.
It's kind of weird, but kind of cool.
Yeah.
This Sam Raimi, I don't think I'm a huge fan of his directing style. It's a little like overly cheesy for me. He loves.
Yeah.
So.
I feel the opposite. Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. It's for the girls, you know. Yeah.
I think these are pretty well matched too, though. I have to say.
Yeah, and yeah, it is. They are quite iconic movies. Man, Mean Girls just. I really want to watch Mean Girls now.
Me too. Yeah, it's been a while.
Man, after Stranger Things.
Yeah. I should. And
for the girls.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Mean Girls won.
Mean Girls won. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, here we go.
I think Mean Girls had to make it to the next level.
Yeah, I think Mean Girls is too good.
Yeah.
Put that there. Okay. Boom. Now.
Right, other side.
Other side. Do you have a particular column you'd prefer? Actually, I think I should
we should go case by case.
Okay, case by case. Do you want to do left or right? Never mind. Okay, case by case, starting at the top. Which would you prefer?
I've seen all of these. So, no, I haven't seen Pirates.
I haven't seen Titanic.
Okay, so I'll do the left.
And I'll do right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Nemo then. Finding Nemo.
Go off.
Finding Nemo is my brother's favorite movie of all time. He might have surpassed it now by something within the past couple years, but this movie is so cute, so original, very much, you know, that whole like fetch quest style of movie where they're like, just go grab the thing and then bring it here and blah, blah, blah. I hate those type of movies. Finding Nemo isn't just a full like fresh version of that though, of we need to grab this thing to go to this place to go to this thing. Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah. Also the character development of like, where you could have a character that could flatline, like a little kid character like Nemo. He's given so many unique, fun, lovable characters to play off of that show him grow as he grows stronger and more confident, and also learns to understand his dad's perspective through parallels of having to escape because he feels trapped. And then there's also the opposite end of the spectrum of there's Marlin and Dory. Well, Marlin has to learn how to accept someone and blah, blah, blah with Dory and gets to experience a whole new type of lesson. And Marlin has to learn how to break out kind of vibes. It's the whole parallel. And of him needing to find his freedom and finding like escapism and like learn to like trust others and learn to like have fun. It's such a good message and it's so cute. And has really iconic lines. Like people still know all about the sea turtles. Right. The whale talk by Dory is still quoted to this day. Right. So many people will, I think fondly of this movie.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I'm looking. I recently rewatched Finding Nemo.
Really?
And I did a review on it.
You reviewed it?
I gave it 4. I go on Letterboxd, so
cute.
Movie reviews. I gave it 4.5 stars. And
that's pretty high.
Yeah, I said the characterization is incredible. The jokes breezy and effortless. The emotional moments on point, and the animation is still as mesmerizing as when I watched this as a 5-year-old, 2003. Definitely a shining light among animated movies. That's what I said. But
Hannah agrees outwardly, but agrees outwardly, but agrees with Zetsu in thinking Oscar is wrong. What? Deaf Top Pixar for me. It's the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Yeah. I think it's like, and I think something that's
a lot I think of our generation. It's their first theater movie.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, and one of the highlights, like I think you were really on point with saying the characterization was like the best. Like every single tiny little side character is like hilarious or super meaningful and like whatever. Also, it's a very serious movie. Like for adults watching it, it's like, oh yeah, like this is my worst nightmare playing out. Yeah. Like I lost my only child. Like they're like it's like very serious in content and like I think parents relate, and even me, I'm not a parent, but like when I rewatched it this year as a 23-year-old, I was like, oh, I relate to like that kind of love that he's feeling, that he's like so heartbroken and worried to like lose his baby, and like I just think I keep forgetting you guys are like 10 years younger than me. Yeah.
I'm turning
Hannah,
24
I love you, but I'm
this
now
year.
Team Oscar with you not watching Pirates. I'm
sorry.
I think that's a little unfair. You should wait and hear arguments out first.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway, I'll start defending Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I want to understand.
So Lord of the Rings, I mean, iconic movie in action, adventure movie, sci-fi and fantasy genres. Like, really, I think still to this day, 20 years later, like, everybody knows it's, like, one of the best jobs ever done on the adventure, on all of those genres. And I really do mean all of those genres, like action, adventure, fantasy, sci-fi. Like, if you group them all together, Lord of the Rings still comes out on top. Specifically, I think we put the Return of the King poster.
Yeah, Return of the King.
Yeah. Specifically that movie, like, everybody knows it was like a magnum opus, like, for Peter, whatever his name is.
Dinklage?
No.
Yeah, it's Peter Dinklage.
Peter, whoever directed this movie.
I forget the real name now.
Yeah, Peter
I
Jackson.
Peter
Jackson. You guessed it yourself.
I guessed it myself.
Jackson. ... That's who said. Maybe after Stranger Things, you should watch all the pirate movies. Yeah, maybe.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you'd like them.
You think so?
Yeah, because you like Star Wars-y, Jurassic Park-y kind of things.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Wait, do you like Star Wars?
Working on it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Did we put Star Wars on this list?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Right
there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, wait, we didn't forget Star Wars. Morgan, I like Star Wars. I just haven't seen all of them, and
yeah,
I'm very sensitive to sexism.
Which, if you watch the original three...
If you watch the original three, which I've watched 2 out of the original 3, it's like...
kind of hard.
When I think about them, my brain's just kind of tainted with that. I do, however, think, like, they're iconic in the adventure sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no doubt in my mind that they're, like, super iconic. But anyway, yeah, they're very old. Yeah. And even Star Wars fans agree that episodes 1 to 3 are, like, a bit of a hot mess. So it's not... Yeah.
Well, would you say the sexism...
Blasphemous,
do you think the sexism is worse than 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3?
I've only seen episodes 4, 5, and 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
then
so
definitely I'd say the sexism is way worse than 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Because...
That's the only one I remember.
Yeah, because, like, Princess Leia, like...
Yeah.
The way Han Solo treats her is just, like, not acceptable.
Yeah.
Kind of vibes. Ugh.
Yeah. As well, a super important thing to note about Lord of the Rings is, like, they were one of the pioneers in CGI. And at the time, this was, like, a huge accomplishment, and just, it really did change, like, movies forever. Like, moving forward from that, like, the way they were able to accomplish, like, CGI things and make their monsters, like, without just costumes and stuff, it was just, like, absolutely iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, in addition, like, I think there's few movies that have such a solid fan base of just loyal, dedicated fans who just, like, adore it. But even without that fan base, people who aren't, like, those kind of nerds for Lord of the Rings are still, like, super respectful of it. Like, they respect it a lot. A lot.
It won Best Picture. This
movie won Best Picture, The Return of the King. And my high school actually used this movie for English classes. So each year in high school, you studied the movie in English. So they're just insanely respected for, like, everything. English respects the stories, and CGI people respect the CGI. And
action people,
yeah.
Yeah.
Few things have been done so well in fantasy, and I think
it was a perfect
how high class and perfect it was really shaped, like, the 2000s. It was just, like, huge for us, and I don't think that really dwindled. Like, I watched them in the 2010s, and everyone was still freaking out about them as much as they did back in the day. So yeah, that's my argument.
No.
Once every year I watch the entire extended trilogy of
Lord of the Rings
and the Hobbit. Yeah.
I love the Lord of the Rings movies so much, man. They're
Me
so
too.
good.
I love them so much. I really want to watch them again. I actually haven't seen the Hobbits movies though.
I don't like those movies.
No.
So you're not missing out on much. They're pretty cringe.
Oh, that's kind of what I've heard, is that they're not as, like,
they're definitely not as good.
For people.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to start a poll. What are your guys' vibes? What is the 2000s defining movie of the two of these? While I do think Finding Nemo has this huge nostalgia factor, if I start to weigh it with like other things on the list versus like Lord of the Rings, I'm like, it's gotta be Lord of the Rings, right? A little bit, but like Finding Nemo, it's like our childhood, but like Lord of the Rings is like a generation, is what it feels like. Lord of the Rings is like, I think of Finding Nemo, I think of my childhood. I think of Lord of the Rings, I think of like a generation. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Like a century, really, because it was the books were written like half a century before the movie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I voted so many extra.
This one's a close one. Wow, it's.
But look how many votes. Why is there so many votes?
Oh my gosh, somebody's paying.
Who's paying? Someone's paying to get Nemo up there?
Nemo won!
Oh no, it did do a channel points.
Morgan could do a channel points. Morgan!
That is so funny.
Nemo is my childhood. All right, we stand a big stand.
I was so confused. I was like, what? Okay. That is so funny.
Hannah's biggest fan said, I'm a little mad at you for putting these two against each other. I know. We had to make some hard decisions putting them against. Well, we didn't decide that. Like, we kind
of did it randomly.
We did it kind of randomly because I feel like that's the fairest thing because otherwise we're like kind of
I just make sure
voting.
like not two, like I tried not two action movies against one another kind of vibe. And then one, not two adulter theme ones versus two kid theme ones kind of vibe. I tried to make them just mixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nemo's better.
What do y'all think? Which one are we going to? Because I do think the results were a little skewed by 19 votes by Morgan.
Can you see like how many just people voted?
Wait. View results. Let's look here. If I can see more detailed vote breakdown. There was 4 voters.
Oh, so a lot of people voted.
Okay. So Morgan was the only one who voted for Nemo then.
And the other 3 voted for
Lord of the Rings.
LSCR?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I think we might go with Lord of the Rings. I'm
sorry, Morgan. Channel points, but
Morgan.
We're trying our best here.
I spent 2K on.
Just keep watching us for like 20 minutes and you'll get your 2K back.
Oh, I'm so okay. I will turn off the ability to vote multiple times. Oh wait, Zetsu, you also spent like 1K? Okay, I will turn off the ability to vote multiple times so we don't ruin anyone else's day.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
so
guys.
sorry, Morgan.
Technical difficulties.
No more additional voting. Okay. Screaming, crying. Okay, I got Hamilton movie. You got Incredibles. Yeah. Okay.
It's a fun bracket.
You get to go first this time.
Okay. Yeah, I think The Incredibles is one of those iconic and perfectly done Pixar movies that nobody ever has anything bad to say about because it's perfect. And notably, I think they have really strong characters. Mr. Incredible, Elastic Girl, Violet and Dash are just amazing characters. Edna is amazing, and like I feel like society's still like reverberating about how much we love Edna and still talk about her all the time. I think the fact that the sequel came out so much later but was still so hyped up really shows like kind of its cultural impact. In that like we're all still obsessed with it. And notably too, I think the story in this movie is not necessarily unique. There's a lot of movies out there where a dad with a big ego loses his way because of his ego and has to fight to find his way back to his family. Like it's a storyline that's almost like it is painfully overdone to me. Like I'm like so annoyed by that storyline honestly in most movies, but this movie does it so well that I'm like I appreciate it. I accept it and I appreciate it, and like I just think it's like it actually is powerful the way they do it, like the way he came through to like realizing his mistakes, and like the strength of the other characters, like alongside Mr. Incredible making a mess, Bob Parr, I guess, Robert Parr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think is just like very just well done, and yeah, a cool take on superheroes as well, I think.
Yeah.
Notably, right? Like the whole superheroes were banished and he wanted to relive. It just was very interesting too. And the family concept was pretty unique at the time, you know? So, yeah.
I think that's a good, very good points.
Thank you.
The Hannah Montana movie. So, what does a little show about a wonderful girl who just wants to be a pop star by day but have a normal day by life? What would she do if she got a really popular TV show? Of course, the next step, get a very popular movie. Yeah. So, the Hannah Montana movie came out 2009-ish, 2008-ish, something around there, wasn't it? Yes. Maybe even 2007. Yeah, I'm not even sure.
I think so. Yeah.
But this movie included iconic songs like The Climb, Butterfly, what's the...
Butterfly Fly Away.
The Hoedown Throwdown.
Oh my gosh.
That other one that Taylor Swift sung.
Crazier.
Yeah. There's some really, really popular movies or songs from this movie. Yeah, this movie had a very, very unique story of a girl wrestling with two identities that she has to sort through. That's some crazy internal organizing, huh? She's got a lot to handle in there. She has to decide whether blonde hair is the right for her or brown hair is right for her. Tyra Banks, remember that? Tyra Banks is in the first scene. Yeah, she's in it. Yeah. There's also, what else happens in this movie, man? There's Lucas Hill.
Grandmother.
The grandma. Mm-hmm. There, Billy Ray Cyrus. I feel like there's a lot of her moping, which everyone likes moping.
Yeah, the moping teenage coming of age story is done pretty well in this movie.
Do they drive trucks? I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horses.
And, Rascal Flatts, I think, sings a song in this.
That's true.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was fire.
Soundtrack, impossibly fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all I can say.
Eating lobster, Amari said. So true. Yeah. The lobster scene.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys have all seen this.
There's some slapsticky fun ones, right?
Amari said y'all are going to hate me for this one.
Why are we hating you? Wait, Barry, which one do you choose?
3-4 minutes ago.
Okay.
Morgan said I'm no longer Team Oscar or Hannah.
Morgan, please come back to me. I might find a way to give you your points back if I remember how. I'm not a very good streamer.
She said every vote counts. No electoral
college here. Oh.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's my argument.
Yeah.
Miley.
Does anyone in chat have any thoughts that you're waiting to say before we start the poll?
What's that song though? You can change your hair and you can change your clothes.
Yeah,
you can change
you'll always find your way back
but
home.
you can you'll always find your way back home.
Which Taylor Swift wrote. Fun fact.
Oh my gosh, when the trailer came out though and she was like, "Guys, I have a secret," and like is it beginning to like rip her wig off in the trailer? I was like, she's gonna reveal her identity.
Yes. We all thought the show was over.
Yeah, I thought the show was gonna be done because of that.
Which was sad at that age.
I know, it was crazy. But then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, if I was in that crowd, I'd be like, she dyed her hair brown? Like, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
If someone took off their wig, I'd be like, embarrassing. Right. Put that back on.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay.
I'd be like, whoa, you have some weird highlights. Like, these are some dark roots, girl.
I guess that's why your eyebrows were so dark.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to start the vote. Okay, let's see if this one works.
As somebody who grew up watching Disney Channel on TV every day and a blonde wig.
And a blonde wig, yeah. My sister and I made a music video to It's the Climb. So embarrassing.
Oh,
embarrassing.
My goodness.
I think I did watch it.
I need to see that music video.
Yeah. Okay, where is our minds going? Anymore. Yeah, I think there's some like super iconic moments here in both these movies. Like Syndrome will save the day. It's There's also like capes, not capes.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Kind of iconic.
It's true. Mm-hmm. I'm being torn by the Hannah Montana soundtrack right now.
The Climb plays all the time, everywhere. which is so weird.
I know. Like, it's still, and it's just...
When does she even sing that in the movie?
During that last concert scene.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been such a boring concert to go to.
Oh my gosh. You don't like The Climb?
I love The Climb, but like she does like a whole monologue while she takes off her wig kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would have really killed the mood for me.
You're like, I thought you were just a fun little pop star.
Yeah. Where's Taylor Swift?
Honey, where are my pants? Right, the
Yeah.
Frozone stuff
Where
too.
are my pants?
Seriously.
No, where's my super suit, right?
Oh,
where's
super
my
suit,
super suit? And then where's my pants is Lego movie. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we have a winner. Incredibles. I think that one makes a lot of sense. While I do think it, like, Hannah Montana is a very iconic movie, I don't think it beats Incredibles here.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Nice. You get motion sick watching it? That's very unfortunate.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay.
That happens with me for certain movies too. It sucks.
These are two of the most financially successful movies
Right.
of
True.
this era.
Yeah. For all the capitalists out there,
Yeah.
major bag alert.
Major bag alert. Major bag alert. So, do you want to go first? Or should I?
Sure.
You're going to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Defend Avatar. Your favorite movie?
Well, Avatar broke records that hadn't been broken for like decades, and it knocked them out of the park. And I was a little young for this. Like, I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it when it came out on DVD later. But I remember, like, my parents and all their friends, like, would talk about, like, oh, when are your Avatar tickets? Oh, mine aren't till January. Or mine aren't till February. Like, because it was sold out for, like, months. And I just, like, apparently other movies have broken those box office records, but none have had that same impact where people can remember, like, waiting for months and buying your tickets months in advance. Like, nobody does that for movies anymore. Like, I mean, people buy sometimes in advance to go to opening nights and whatever, but I just think, yeah, like that, and I think other people in, like, chat and whatever, like, will relate to this.
3D.
Like,
this is, like, the first big 3D movie.
Right, yeah. And, like, I think everyone will remember, like, the hype, just the sheer hype around it, and I think that was really iconic. It was also, like, James Cameron, right?
Yeah.
First movie since Titanic, so everybody knew, like, it was going to be, like, there was hype before it came out, you know? Everybody was waiting for what he's going to do next, what 3-hour movie he's going to release next, you know? And, like, I think just the magnitude, the scope of the movie was so huge that it didn't disappoint. Like, just iconic, you know, budget-wise and, like, animation-wise, like, just the production of, like, creating a whole other world, right? And and everything, like, the story is just so massive that way. And creative, super creative, like, just inventing a whole alien civilization that takes a lot of time, and yeah, I think that made a huge impact.
On the reverse end, we have Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Right. The last Star Wars before the new, like, 2015 installment, right?
Yeah. It was what many thought would be the last of the franchise. So a rebuttal I'd give, can any of you name a single character in the Avatar movie?
That's a little unfair. There's multiple Star Wars movies, but go off. Yeah, go off.
While that movie is iconic and had a massive success, I think it made very little cultural impact. I think it made such a small... Jake Sully is one of the characters. I could actually probably name 2 or 3 of the characters, which is funny enough.
Yeah, I can't.
But Revenge of the Sith, this movie held its ground. It was the last installment within the prequel saga, essentially, it had so much hype built around it. People knew different things had to happen. They knew Anakin had to turn to Darth Vader. They knew somehow there had to be babies born, that Luke and Leia had to get born. All these things were known about this movie. They knew the Clone Wars came to a tragic end, is what they also knew. All these like fun facts. They also know there's 0 Jedi or very few Jedi left in the galaxy by the time Episode 4 comes out. So how did all the Jedi die? Different things like that. Why did Yoda go into hiding? How did the Empire take over? Yeah. We had to figure out all that, and there was so much hype. Like all these unanswered questions had to be discovered in 2.5 hours.
Right.
The amount of hype around this movie was crazy. Of people excited for the Darth Vader transformation, and honestly, I think while the prequels during their time of coming out got a lot of hate, people were not huge fans of these movies. Since the culture impact has transformed. So when our generation saw these in theaters as little kids, they were the ones liking them. Star Wars still did well. People didn't quite understand. These movies were extremely hated by people in their 30s and 40s who liked the original trilogy, but these movies were still doing huge numbers and selling toys out of the wazoo. People didn't understand that. Years later, we see this generation that's 20 and 30 now that watched these movies as kids and teenagers. These were the ones buying the toys. These were the ones seeing it repeatedly and now getting to choose to say that they're iconic.
Yeah.
This movie, Revenge of the Sith, is the reason we have Obi-Wan, the TV show now. It's literally hyped as Obi-Wan Kenobi is this, like, what's that, spiritual like successor to Revenge of the Sith. Because it's round 2, Anakin versus, like, Obi-Wan. It has still so much build-up, even to this day, that people even just seeing Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor in the same room gets people screaming, crying, basically. It's crazy. It inspired the idea of creating an entire Clone Wars TV show to give more context to these characters. And then that TV show inspired the current Star Wars lore, because we wouldn't have all the shows we have now. The Mandalorian only happened because of the Clone Wars TV show. Ahsoka TV show only happened because of that. Even like the sequel trilogy would probably not exist without a lot of the elements that the prequels created. It wouldn't be the way it is.
Yeah.
And this movie is a huge thing for culture. The amount of memes. If you try to watch this movie without seeing memes, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Every 2 minutes there's a meme. Like literally the first scene is where they go, oh my gosh, they're like, we need to get to Grievous' ship. And the second line of the movie is Anakin going, this is where the fun begins. That's a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like when the next scene after that, they're in the elevator and they say, R2, we're supposed to be going up, not down. Meme.
Right.
Every 2 minutes there's a meme.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. General Kenobi. Boom. Another meme.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start the poll.
Else says. Wait, don't start it yet.
Oh, I already clicked.
Oh, you already clicked it?
Oop.
It's fine. People can vote.
I just remember.
I'm already going to say Star Wars is better. Start the poll, said Morgan. Oh, wait, is it just Revenge of the Sith or all? Yeah, just Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, just Revenge of the Sith is the impact we're saying. Kind of prequels-ish, or like would say, are influencing this too.
Setsu said, I watched episode 3 and then got busted for shoplifting afterwards.
What did you shoplift?
What a memory! Blue person, lol.
I like how Hannah agrees with you on everything with this one. You're just sitting there like, yeah.
I know I have just been like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, I'm going to vote for Star Wars. I'm not going to vote for Avatar, so that's why I was agreeing. Well,
Avatar is like, it's just annoying that it's still so big. Like, they're making another one this year. It's just like, no one wants this.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing is, like, I think we'll see when that comes out if it'll actually have a cultural impact. Because I think we agree on that did we talk about it after the hype that when it came out? It's like, no, it was hype when it came out, and that's it, you know? And most of the movies that are winning here have a lasting hype, you know? I think that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
In movies, so.
Wait, I'm going to vote.
Excuse me! Yeah, Avatar came out in 2009. Over 10 years later, another one's being made. Yeah, and, like, normally when that happens, it's like we've been talking about it. Like, even The Incredibles, which won the last round, it's like
when that happens, it's like we've been talking about it forever and we're so excited. And like with Avatar, it's like, oh, like, yeah, I forgot that existed. Like, is kind of more the vibe that I'm hearing for Avatar. So it is different to me. Like, yeah. They literally had a reason for waiting so long. Well, yeah, like, that's fine. I have no judgment for movies that wait so long. I'm just, for me, I noticed, like,
my care.
Was everybody obsessed with it in the meantime? Like, I mean, with Star Wars, yes, we were.
Yeah.
In the 70s, 80s, 90s, yes. In the 2000s, 2010s, waiting for the whatever her name is.
The Ray.
Like, yes, like all of that, you know? Rue?
Rue? Wait, what's that meme from? Rue?
Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Rue's got some sad.
Yes, sad. Okay.
Sad.
Is sad. Okay,
sad.
This one we can actually fight more on because I haven't seen Titanic, you haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right, okay, so we're not going to be just like, oh, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we might.
Yeah. Okay.
Euphoria. I know. Euphoria and Hunger Games have a Rue character who...
Oh, yeah, it's Rue. Oh, yeah, that's what I was quoting. The TikTok of like, Rue, when was this?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought it was
you
like...
dumb...
I thought it was when, like...
She dies, and then she's, like, running around?
Yeah. In Hunger Games. Ugh.
Okay. You go first this time.
Should I go first? Okay. Yet another James Cameron movie that I'm defending. Titanic. In contrast to Avatar, did make a cultural impact, I would say. And, yeah, not only did it break box office records and everything when it came out, but... Like, there's been few, like, romance movies that have made an impact. It's probably the most impactful, like, straight-up romance movie, launching both of these actors' careers, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio, like...
Yeah, they skyrocketed.
I mean, they had careers, but, like, it was so huge for them. Lots of very mentionable, like, moments in the movie that, like, we're still quoting to this day.
She says Titanic's poop shove Rose off.
Yeah,
I don't know why that was really funny.
I don't know. It's definitely not the movie I enjoy the most out of this bracket, but it was huge. Like, it was huge. Like, so many scenes are huge, and the tragedy in the movie was huge. Like, I don't think I watched it till I was, like, 14 or 15, but, like, you kind of know, even if you haven't watched it, you know, like, what it's about. You know, like, these iconic moments, and
it sounds long.
It is long. It's 3 hours, and the ship is sinking for an hour and a half of the movie, which is intense, but it's how long the ship was actually sinking in real life. So it's literally real time, which is a literary technique that I forget the name of, but it's interesting. But I think that's also something that makes it so iconic, is this blend of just a straight up romance movie and also this historical event that's really been shaking us to our cores since, like, it happened in 1912, you know? Like, it's just one of the most iconic tragedies in the world, and I think the movie really capitalized on that and made a good romance. It's also, and I don't know if you knew this, but it's an interclass romance, so she's a rich girl and he's, like, a poor boy who, like, I think he snuck on the ship or something, like, whatever. So there's, like, that aspect too of, like, forbidden love, very Romeo and Juliet-y that way, just because it's, like, this forbidden thing and they can't be, and then I think it's on
2 VHS tapes. When you have to buy on VHS, it had to be on 2 because they're so long.
That's crazy. That's like records, like, with 2 sides or whatever.
That's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah. Death sells.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and people are so compelled by this idea of forbidden love. Like, that's why Romeo and Juliet, I think, is Shakespeare's favorite play, because everyone's like, oh, like, no way, and, like, whatever. But, like, I think what this movie did well is took this historical event and used it to heighten this idea of forbidden love. Because now not only is it forbidden because of their class differences, but it's forbidden because the ship is sinking. And I just think that they used this historical tragedy as a parallel for this love story in a way that just blew people's minds and roped us in. And I think, you know, it's just still so iconic today. Like, yeah, huge impact. So that's my argument.
That's a gooder.
Should have done Titanic versus The Notebook. I feel like they're similar. Yeah, actually, that would have been really.
I think those two are up for contention of the greater love story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. This movie.
It's also reference in a Britney Spears song. And that's iconic.
No, that's on her, period.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. This franchise, it's Johnny Depp at its height. He's right off of all the romance movies he was doing. The boy who could do no wrong creates this character. We have here Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest because the first movie was a sleeper hit a little bit of it did really well in theaters, but once people start to really watch it, it gained so much traction. And the second one had this massive release. It was one of the first sort of out there franchises, Disney live action franchises to hit $1 billion. It was one that like extended out a little bit into a different genre, and it made them lots of money. It had so much attention from everywhere, and it's one of the first sort of big blockbuster movies to end on a massive cliffhanger too. This movie, well, yeah, it's the one of the few to have this huge sort of like cliffhanger at the end. It wasn't as beloved as the first, but definitely more viewed and had a lot more, I think, of those iconic moments than the first. And that's why I think it has gone down a lot of people's memory. Yeah, it's... Davy Jones was also a technological marvel at the time. No one had done CGI that way. His, like, tentacle beard, being this half human, half, like, octopus man, was crazy.
Yeah.
To this day, if you go watch this, the CGI holds up so well. Where if I go back to any of these other movies, I'm like, I don't know, like that looks a little bad. You don't see that. It's so good. Yeah, this launched Johnny Depp into
Keira Knightley,
into like A-list, like S-tier celebrityism. Keira Knightley became A-list. Orlando Bloom in like was at the peak of his career at this time because he was also doing Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, right.
This was sort of a sleeper hit that no one anticipated, and was insanely popular. And to this day, people still want another sequel. And Johnny Depp's stardom is still involved with this movie. Like, I think even this weird trial going on,
right?
A lot of people advocate for Johnny Depp because of their like of this movie.
Right, because people, like, yeah, it was all about how he didn't get called back for this sixth
he didn't,
movie or something. Yeah, that's right.
So, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to start the poll. How we feeling?
Yeah.
This is the last one of this category.
Pirates of Bean.
Yeah. I don't know which one to vote, actually. I don't know out of these two. These two feel very equal to me.
I do, like, when I think about iconic, I'm like, yeah, like, there's the ride at Disneyland, right? That's just so popular. Yeah. Like, like, a lot of the, definitely iconography of that movie. But I'm going to vote with Titanic.
Yeah, I think...
Ooh, we're 50-50. Ooh.
Davy Jones is the Minister of Magic from Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows. Yeah, that... You can barely tell, but it's such good CGI. And also, I love that actor. His voice sounds just amazing to me. You got this way to his talk.
Yeah.
It's so cool. The ride smells good. Yeah. So many people say that. They think Pirates of the Caribbean ride, what they remember the most is that it smelled amazing.
Do you remember that since you went recently?
I don't. I remember it having, like, a distinct, like, when you're in there, smell. But I don't really remember it.
Interesting. That's funny.
Some candle company started selling it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's 50-50. Rock, paper, scissors.
It's a tiebreaker.
Rock, paper, scissors for this one?
Because did we both vote a different
I vote Titanic.
Oh.
In the end.
Yeah, I don't know. Did anybody in chat not vote?
We need someone to break it. Wait, let's view.
Otherwise, yeah, we can do rock, paper, scissors.
I think we should rock, paper. I'm holding a grudge against everyone who voted Titanic. Okay, rock, paper, scissors.
Have you seen it?
Rock, paper, scissors. Wait, I don't remember how to do this. When do we do it on?
We either do it on scissors or shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's do that.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Pirates. Okay. I don't know if I agree with this.
I don't know about that.
Me either.
But, I mean, chat spoke and it was 50-50. Like, most of our chat then voted Pirates.
Yeah.
If we both voted Titanic and it was 3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but pretend I have.
Okay. So I'm thinking for the next way, we have to each say a quote. we both say a quote, and we say which quote is more iconic or represents the movie better to go on to the next.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So we have High School Musical 3 versus Harry Potter.
You better do Harry Potter.
Okay, I'll do a Harry Potter quote, you do a High School Musical quote, and then we'll have chat, vote. Yeah. Okay. I gotta think of a quote now. Okay. What do you guys have any favorite quotes from these movies? I also would love to hear. Yeah. I'm trying to think of one that represents like the movie really well. Mm-hmm. I can think of so many Harry Potter quotes, but they're from different movies.
It's kind of hard to think of a quote.
I already said them earlier too, mine. You remember earlier?
Yeah, I feel like it's okay if you said.
Okay, if I said the same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
That's not what I was going to say.
You're going to say it? That's
oh my
what
gosh.
You just said.
Okay, do you have a High School Musical one? I'm ready to go.
I just need a second. Like I almost know some of the quotes, but I couldn't do it exactly. So I'm like trying to find one I can do exactly. Okay, I have one.
Okay. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
High School Musical. Who says we have to let it go? It's the best part we've ever known. Step into the future, but hold on to. High School Musical.
Is that
the song lyric?
That's the song lyric?
If you're mad this too long, I would just do step into the future, but hold on to High School Musical. I think that's my defining quote.
Okay, here we go. Which quote? And in that, which of these do you think is more iconic too?
Yeah, like which should move on.
This is just to summarize, so we don't have to give full arguments again.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a quote to represent. I'm definitely think Harry Potter wins this. Like, I do think High School Musical is a fun movie, good movie. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's more iconic.
I agree. I voted Harry Potter.
Ooh.
For
Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. We going down. All right. I think we can all agree we got ourselves a little bit of a winner here.
I think so. 6 votes.
Okay. There we go. Harry Potter. And the timer's not even up, but I'm deciding because I don't think we can get another 6 votes for High School Musical.
7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thank you all for supporting. OMG, do the whole TikTok one. Oh, wait, what's the whole TikTok one? Wait. Ronner! What's he doing? He's going to sacrifice himself. I don't even remember it. You'll be your move to chunk the king. I don't remember it. It's so funny though. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do Shrek or Mean Girls? Which one do you want to quote? This is the hardest, I think, out of all these.
Yeah?
Yeah. I 100% think this is the hardest one. These two are so equal in my brain for iconic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. That is really a tough battle.
Okay, I've got one for Shrek.
Okay,
if you can do it.
Yeah, okay.
What are your guys' favorite Shrek or Mean Girls quotes? When I make my move, the queen will thank me. Then it will be your move to shank the king. Oh no!
Okay. My Mean Girls quote will be, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
No, you gotta do it with the inflection she does.
Girls, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
Yeah, this is a hard one. Yeah. Ogres are like onions. They're filled with layers. Okay, parfait boy. I don't know anymore, man. This was too hard.
I cannot decide for this. I agree. This is one of the more equally matched because I already know which one I think should win on the other side.
Yeah, on all of them, I already
for
feel
each of them. Yeah, but
yeah. Yeah, here we go. Shrek versus Mean Girls. Okay,
do you know what you're voting for?
I'm just voting for the one I like. Which I don't think it's the right answer.
Mean Girls?
Yeah, I vote for Mean Girls.
Mean Girls too. I voted because I think it's the best answer.
I honestly don't know, but I just love that movie.
Yeah.
I think these two are equal in my brain.
I think it shaped like our views of like high school culture and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, Shrek, shaped our views of like fairy tales and satire of fairy tales and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What's he talking about? He's going to sacrifice himself. No, you can't. Harry, you know... Wait, what's he talking about? I have to go back to it.
Go!
Yeah, thank you. What's he talking about? He's going to sacrifice himself. No, you can't. You know you have to be the one... Harry, you know you have to be the one to move on.
Yeah.
Not me. Not Hermione. You. Someone clip that, man. Yeah.
Oscar-worthy acting.
There we go. Okay, Mean Girls
Tony,
definitely wins.
Alive.
Yeah, Tony. Oh my gosh. EGOT?
EGOT.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it, EGOT.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Mean
there
Girls.
we go. One side's done.
Here we go. Okay, Lord of the Rings versus Incredibles. Okay. Which one do you want to do? I'm having a hard time thinking of a quote for... Oh, I've gone for Lord of the Rings. Unless you want to do Lord of the Rings.
I should be able to think of Incredibles. Okay, I have one.
You have one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My quote for Lord of the Rings. I can't carry it, but I can't carry you.
Sound wise.
There we go. That's a pretty good, right?
That's a good one. Yeah. Mine is simply no capes.
Yeah.
2-word quote. Zetsu clipped.
Thank you, Zetsu. What? It doesn't meet guidelines to start this poll. Oh, there it goes. What the heck?
I don't know.
It said that it didn't meet the guidelines first time I tried. What kind of PG rated stuff are we putting on here? I didn't try anything. I don't know either. Oh my gosh.
Did you
Never seen Lord of the Rings, so Morgan.
Oh.
So we might know what she's clicking on.
Morgan, I feel like if you're such a Pirates stan,
Yeah.
you need to see Lord of the Rings.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
you
think
love
you would
them.
like it.
Man.
Yeah.
They're less like haha funny like Pirates of the Caribbean is, but they are very cool.
I would say
movies.
like the lore and everything is more intense and like intricate than Pirates. Like even though I haven't seen Pirates, but like just from everything I've heard.
Definitely.
Like, yeah.
I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean, it feels like they're making up the lore as they go. While it's unique and cool, every movie they just add a new random thing. Where Lord of the Rings, you're like, oh wow, they planned out this whole universe and wrote a book, and then they made these characters to fit into this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lord of the Rings wins it. Thank you,
wins.
chat.
Thanks for voting, everyone.
Yeah, party on. Here we go.
7 votes this time, so somebody else started voting since the last couple rounds.
Party. Okay, here we go.
Awesome.
So, up next, Revenge of the Sith versus Pirates of the Caribbean. So you gotta think of a Star Wars one. I'll do Pirates.
Okay. Oh, wait, I haven't seen either of these movies.
Do you know that meme?
No, but
Oh, okay.
vaguely, but
Yeah.
I can say it. Hannah, ...
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of one.
I'm on my way. Like I'm in the process of watching Star Wars. I just watched episode 1 like over Christmas with my brother, which Christmas seems like a long time ago now. But we'll watch the other 2 soon.
I'm trying to think of
Later.
I think I'm getting
sometime.
confused which movies they're in. These quotes.
Yeah, it's a lot when there's lots of movies. I would say this Pirates movie is better than Revenge of the Sith, but I think the entire Star Wars series is better than Pirates. That's fair. I feel like you should vote for the series then. Do whatever you want, but I feel like that would be my logic.
Okay. Do you have okay, I've got a quote.
Yeah.
Here we go. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside
I
it?
think I've heard that one, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's a gooder. I couldn't really think of one. Every other quote I thought of, I was like, I think I might be doing the wrong movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. My quote is General Kenobi. Or I don't know how I'm supposed to say it.
That works.
General Kenobi. You're supposed to bring balance to the Force, not shrouded in darkness.
Yeah.
Is that from
You're
this
supposed to
movie?
bring balance to the Force, not shrouded in darkness. Yeah. Or there's like, I hate you. That's a gooder. Yeah. There's also, hello there.
From this movie?
Yeah. Obi-Wan
Hello
Kenobi
there.
says that. He just says, he just goes, he like jumps down this big hill and he's like, hello there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then there's
Cute.
execute Order 66. There's so many quotes from this
Wow.
movie, man. Yeah. I definitely think
Maybe.
if we're taking like single iconic movies, I should do the thing. Sorry.
I thought we voted for some reason already.
No, oopsie.
No, that's okay.
Okay, here we go. Never have I ever done this many polls.
Yeah. Oh my god, I see your head. It's like, what's he doing?
Yeah. Got finger down.
Put a finger down if you're doing your like 10th poll today on your podcast that you host with your friends.
Blah, blah. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Your new empire. Yeah, those are gutters. What's the Annie, I can't follow you. Annie, I don't know you anymore. I don't remember all the line of that one. You're going places that I cannot follow. You turned her against me. That's sorry. I have this like
Sounds like an action.
Oh my god.
Packed movie.
This movie's
a lot of quotes.
so good, man.
Yeah.
Okay. What's another one? There's okay. There's the kill him where Palpatine just tells him to kill him.
Ooh.
Anakin yelling, "I need him!" when he kills Mace Windu. Wow, some great points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am
Star
the
Wars
Senate.
won. Star Wars just won.
Oh, I forgot to vote. Do it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't vote either, but I was gonna vote Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay,
Were
here we
you gonna
go.
vote Star Wars?
Yeah, I was gonna vote Star Wars
so
too.
that won.
This movie is just so iconic. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Oh, now I really want to watch it. It's so good.
I have to watch the second one.
Oh, right. Okay.
Second, third, and sixth.
Okay. How do we want to decide this time around?
I don't know. Like, it'd be fun if it was a third idea.
Yeah, a new
I
idea.
thought of it
Okay.
way.
Do any of these movies have a song you could sing to them?
No.
When you
What
think
if
of these
we-
movies, is there a song associated with them? Because I can think of one for all three of these. I can't think of one for Lord of the Rings.
Oh. What if we did? We could do this one. What if
Oh,
we
no, yeah.
did like? We defend them by not defending them. Like we actually say what's bad about them.
Oh yeah, why
And
wouldn't they work?
Why wouldn't they work? Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's still 2 versus 2, or 1 versus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Unless we can think of a fourth song for Lord of the Rings.
Well, it'd just be like the score, I guess.
Mm.
What's that? The
I
loud
don't remember the score.
Mordor
right now.
song, or there's like
Yeah, it's an iconic score.
that's like the melody of the Shire or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, what do you think?
Or there's like potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a...
What?
Wait, that's not that. That's Two Towers. Never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to watch them again. Clearly.
Yeah. Okay.
The song Aragorn sings in Elvish about his love, is that on
Wait, is that in the third
Episode-
or is that the second one?
season
Season.
number 3?
Okay. Mean Girls versus
Let's just do both.
both.
Like we do the songs and we don't defend them.
Okay. Okay. So
Right?
which one do you want? Mean Girls or Harry Potter?
I don't know.
Okay, things that suck about them.
Okay. I'll do Harry Potter.
You want to say things that suck about Harry Potter? You can go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do Mean Girls then.
Yeah.
Okay. My song for Mean Girls is my milkshake's bringing all the boys to the yard, and damn right, it's better than yours.
Yeah.
That's right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge.
Yeah.
That was the song they featured in this movie.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking knows that song.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then things that are bad about Mean Girls. I can't.
You can't do
that. Okay.
Or Pippin sings the songs for the Steward of Gondor.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Where he's like the where
Not
they
that
all died. Ba ba ba. No. Yeah, you're right.
I forgot about that. That's like Pippin's arc moment.
Yeah.
His character arc.
I just think of when I think of Lord of the Rings songs, I think of Ed Sheeran's "Oh, misty eye of the mountain below."
I kind of like that song. It's catchy. No.
Okay, Mean Girls. Okay, well, you could say some of the characters don't get full arcs or grow out of themselves, such as Amanda Seyfried. That's her name, right? Yeah. Her character doesn't have this big story arc at all. While others, like Gretchen Wieners, her character does have a bit of one, but again, it's just like she's learning to almost like none of them feel like complete characters of the two side ones. While it feels like they tried to develop that, and they have like points that don't feel always fulfilled at the end of the story. Same goes for the two friends of Lindsay Lohan's character.
Yeah.
They also feel underdeveloped at times because we don't really get the full like forgiveness sort of storyline where they have the big fight, and that's almost the most cringy part of the movie is this big fight with her about like you're not doing what you want, blah blah blah. But it almost doesn't seem worth it when they don't really have a good conclusion. Her conclusion is that she's accepting she's a bad girl. Something gets lost during the third act where they're trying to resolve all the characters and where they brought them to make it like a wholesome ending. I think they should have almost had both. Like Regina George gets what she deserves, but it doesn't feel like the main character gets what she deserves. She gets voted prom queen or whatever.
Right.
She should not have earned that. She did nothing to earn it.
She messed up.
Yeah, and then she like gives it to everyone and is like, yeah, cute, but again, it feels like not a very satisfying ending to the movie because she gets what she deserves, or she doesn't get what she deserves. She gets better than she deserves, which feels wrong for a mean girl like her. Yeah, things like that.
Yeah, I would say like one of the weak points is that it's a very common story. Like, bullies versus not bullied, trying to fit in, like da 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 da. Like it's very repeated.
Regina George did deserve to get hit by a bus. Hot take, that's all that would have humbled her. Honestly, if you look at her character, she was on a spiral.
She's like a bit of a narcissist.
She's a narcissist, hungry, like bit of like she's a bitch, man. She's like she just wants everything. Yeah. And the only thing that was going to take her down was a massive sort of deconstruction of her identity and her self-worth. She had to realize beauty ain't all that. It's not everything is up to her. She doesn't have control of everything. She can't get always what she wants. And she doesn't end up winning prom queen either, which is all she wanted in life, was to have her boyfriend be prom king and her be prom queen. Yeah. She doesn't get it. She learns every single lesson about her mind, body, beauty, spirit, everything. She's getting completely retold. And honestly, I'm more excited to see what that character would turn out in a year than the main character. The main character, I feel like she's going to have to learn this lesson again in life. Where the Regina George has become a grown character.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It did humble her, but yeah. Like, I mean, we don't fully mean this literally, but it's like in a story, in a movie, like you want to hear that sort of thing. Like you want to hear somebody be humbled or like get a consequence and stuff. I mean, if you look at all the like golden age Disney movies, the villain dies at the end. Like the villain falls off a cliff usually.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that sort of thing. Like it's quite intense because we look for that like revenge kind of retributionary like conclusion to movies, and I think like you're right that that gives her that, even though we don't officially wish people to.
No,
be
I don't
hit
want
by
anyone
a
to get hit
bus.
by a bus.
Like, yeah.
But
like,
Regina
it's not,
George,
but
it
it's
made
like,
for a good joke.
Story-wise, it's like good.
You missed a Clefairy? I am so sorry.
Clefairy.
It's a cutie. Okay,
That sounds cute.
what's bad about Harry Potter?
Okay. I just don't think the characters are like super strong. In general, I think they lack depth that they could have in like a very compelling story, especially a story that is like so famous and beloved. I think like every character like could go deeper, and like especially like side characters, I think they verge on being really stereotypical a lot of the times and like very servicey. All characters have some sort of stereotype
What's
aspect.
bad about Harry Potter? The author. Points for her.
Yeah.
Zetsu, way to go.
Points. Yeah. Amari was gonna say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it lacks depth in that way. Like, it's a very fun story. Lacking that kind of depth.
Honestly, I think
POC characters are a little
lacking. There's only like
cringe.
the one random black kid who does the announcing during the Quidditch game.
Yeah, and then there's like Cho Chang, right?
Not in this one. She's not even in this one. There's only like one black kid in this one.
Yeah, I think that's like
embarrassing.
Kind of a weakness. Yeah, I think the aunts and uncle are a bit overdone too.
Oh yeah.
I think it works for the story, but I think it's a little overdone.
For real now. I went up for supper with them.
Oh okay. Bye.
I got you though.
You got your AirPods. You got your.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Who's winning so far?
So right now these are our 4 movies. We got Harry Potter, Mean Girls, Lord of the Rings, Revenge of the Sith.
So we're in almost the final round.
Yeah.
Which Harry Potter?
First one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the song that goes along with Harry Potter?
It would just be the score.
The score is really good. The score is very good. No complaints about the score.
Yeah.
If it was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh my
hands
gosh.
down the
Why do people like that movie so much?
Are you kidding me?
What is
That's
that?
the best one.
Is it like the 5th one?
That's the 3rd one. With
Prisoner
the
of
time
Azkaban
travel.
is so good, Mike. Stop trying to be different. Wait.
What?
Did Revenge of the Sith beat out the Black Pearl? Curse of the Black Pearl?
100%. Wow. Okay.
Curse of the Black Pearl is one of the best movies of the era.
The thing is, we're talking about like cultural impact.
No, it's not Curse of the Black Pearl. Dead Man's Chest.
You put Dead Man's Chest in over the Curse of the Black Pearl?
Culturally, I think it's a more significant movie.
I am so upset.
Should have been in chat debating.
Yeah.
My phone died.
Mean girls.
Yeah.
Mean
I
girls.
think we have to we're gonna ask chat to vote on it, but
you guys can hop in and vote.
But however, I do think Mean Girls here is the more iconic movie of the two of these.
Because I think I was gonna vote for Harry Potter.
Really?
Azkaban
Yeah.
would beat out Mean Girls.
That's lesser, likely, but.
Prisoner is not the best.
Okay.
Top right is a stacked roster. Holy crap.
Yeah.
The
So
first movie was expected to flop.
in chat,
Like Harry Potter was expected to flop.
yeah, Harry Potter. They did not think it was gonna do
That's
well.
fair. It does have that low budget vibe at that time.
Her roommate. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Ooh.
joined chat. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
A queen.
Stop,
Okay.
Hannah. That's wrong. I'm sorry.
We need your votes, guys.
Oh, I agree. It's
Bye,
not the
guys.
movement. That's why I
Bye,
vote
chat.
for it. You're leaving?
Yeah.
For real?
We've got the chat going. We've got the poll up. I definitely think Mean Girls here is a more iconic movie, but I do think they're very close.
I'm gonna vote Harry Potter.
The franchise itself, Harry Potter, is definitely more iconic than Mean Girls, but I
Yeah.
think as a representative of the 2000s era of movies,
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Bye.
this is a hard. Bye.
and then
This is a hard battle here.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
hard bracket.
Yeah. 50-50.
Oh no!
That's not fair.
Wait, my vote is me.
You guys need
Your
to.
vote's Ailey voted Mean Girls. That's the tiebreaker. Nope, that doesn't count.
Bubby has to tie break then.
Bubby, Harry Potter, Mean Girls.
I haven't watched Mean Girls, so I don't know.
Bobby,
Uh-oh.
you have to put my vote.
Then it's Harry Potter for you.
I mean, I haven't seen Mean Girls.
It's not a great tiebreaker either.
Yeah, I don't really want to do rock, paper, scissors on this one.
Should we just leave it and do for 3? Like, we can go through these, and then would that be weird? Because it is what... Like, we did tie with the vote, so it's not like it's that sketchy.
Okay. So do we want to just try the other two? Talking on them? Okay. Mm-hmm. So we'll come back to that. We'll circle around. Wait, I vote Mean Girls. Wait, you didn't vote, Morgan? Okay, then Mean Girls wins.
Did you actually not vote?
Then I think we got...
Mean Girls wins.
Yeah, I think Mean Girls wins then. There we go. Okay. And now we have Lord of the Rings versus Revenge of the Sith. This is a hard one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, I think Lord of the Rings, if you were talking to someone in the year 2005,
yeah,
when, like, because that came out 2004, this one, and Revenge of the Sith came out 2005. If you're talking to someone in 2005, 100% Lord of the Rings. Now in the 2020s, though,
I see. What
I'd say Revenge of the Sith has made a longer impact than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
However, and the song to go with them, it's both their scores are so iconic.
Yes.
Like, you have the Darth Vader theme. You have, Leia's theme shows up when they're being born, the babies or whatever. There's the sad music during Order 66. Yeah. I do think that this one is a close fight, but I honestly, these are just both very, very good movies, too.
Yeah. We have to say the bad parts.
Oh, right, bad part.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen Star Wars, so I better do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first then?
Sure. Lord of the Rings takes itself slightly too seriously. I would say that's a negative part of it. It's like, obviously, I think it's a good movie, and that's why I think that it works and that it got lots of rewards and like whatever. But I would say that could be a negative aspect of like, yeah, I think that's a negative aspect. There's no women hardly.
Yeah, Arwen showing up for
Arwen for a second, Eowyn for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty solid movie, man.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I don't know. Those are.
There's the dumb thing with the eagles at the end. Though that feels pretty stupid.
Oh, it's a bit of a
Deus Ex Machina or whatever it is. Yeah. That was kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, I think that's a good point.
But yeah.
Babawari said she's LOTR all the way. Interesting. Padme weak sauce. Zatsu, please accept that Lauter is worse than Star Wars.
Okay. Bad things with Star Wars. So I do think that Lord of the Rings is the better movie overall. Because it's very well constructed, brings a good conclusion, wraps up a lot of loose ends. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith feels very rushed. There's a lot of content in that movie. It's a high action, high paced movie, and a lot of it doesn't feel very rewarding at times because Anakin goes from being brothers, best friends with Obi-Wan to wanting to murder each other by the end of the movie. And that's hard to commit to in 2 hours. Yeah. And so it doesn't always feel like the most satisfying movie as a solo movie by itself. It has a lot of cool action scenes. I think the action scenes are very unique for it. They finally show cool Star Wars space fights in this movie. That wasn't really something that done other than the Death Star trench run in the original trilogy. So Han Solo's not in this one, Ailey.
All the same.
And then, but the Darth Vader transformation scene's iconic. There is some really cheesy things in this movie, like how Padme dies is spoilers, whatever. It's a 25-year-old movie or whatever, or 15-year-old movie.
Fair.
Han Solo is great in this one because he's not there. I can agree to that. Cheers to that. But yeah, Padme, she dies giving birth. So in a lot of contexts, they're But if you read the actual like lines and like the way they talk about it within the movie, is so people die during childbirth all the time. Like that's not a crazy thing to say. Like is that she dies during childbirth? But then the line itself though that comes after is she died of a broken heart. She gave up the will to live. So it says that like because she discovered that Anakin basically became a slaughtering like sociopathic murderer, her heart was too broken to literally go on, kind of thing. The person she loved was too like has left her too abandoned in the soul.
Yeah.
So that she died, is how they put it, which is kind of pathetic. It feels like you could have
like a
like
cop-out.
a cop out to make it more emotional. High School Musical of Narnia. I agree to that one. That's weird, right? But I see like it's a little weak sauce, the whole how she died. I feel like it would have been better if they just said she dies during childbirth, like died to a medical ailment. But instead they're like, no, her heart was just too emotional. She died.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I feel like it's a very kind of male-centric thing to do, right? Where
Exactly.
It's like, we don't need like a good ending for the female character. We'll just center it around the guy.
Exactly.
And
and
like a little
her death really was to like hypen up the stakes for the man, and which was kind of, ooh. Yeah, but overall,
talking about what's a scary movie in chat right now.
the language
Narnia is
scary.
scary.
Avatar
What's
scary.
What's scary about Narnia? Avatar is scary.
This long talk comparing Lord of the Rings to Revenge of the Sith exterior Star Wars is the scary. Okay.
I think we're ready to vote.
Yeah, let's just vote then.
Yeah.
Good point. I do think that there is a winner here with this one. Well, I do think that both these movies deserve to be top 4, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, talking about these movies, I
for?
really want to rewatch so many.
I know,
of them.
me too.
Some I don't want to rewatch.
Yeah.
Like, say, I don't really want to rewatch Spider-Man 2. Talking about that one made me actually really not want to rewatch it.
Not the train scene?
I think of Kirsten Dunst's face and Tobey Maguire's face, and the two of their faces like next to each other, and I go, ew. Yeah. So Lord of the Rings might have won this one by a landslide.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. You have 5 seconds left though. I could change this.
Yeah,
change the
Avatar's
results.
on the list. All right.
Yeah, Avatar's here. We have our final duel. Okay.
Is there anything more we need to say about these?
I don't know what more to say. So I think we should leave it up to chat, really. I think, so ultimately, we're going to put our votes in. Should I make it so you can use as many channel points as you want? No, I'm kidding.
Who's got the fastest finger
Yeah.
in chat?
Okay.
If you love women, vote for Mean Girls.
Yeah. Mean Girls, for the most iconic 2000s movie, Mean Girls versus Lord...
Man, this is hard. Wow.
Yeah. Return of the King.
You know what I think is that these should be tied for second and Harry Potter should have been number 1.
Really?
That's what I said at the beginning of the game. I thought Harry Potter should have won it all.
You thought Harry Potter was going to win?
Before we had all the conversations and stuff, I was like, I think Harry Potter deserved the most iconic title.
Okay, I'm going to just already start the poll as we discuss. I put it for 3 minutes for us to just talk while we do the poll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you add channel points or no?
No, I didn't.
Everyone gets 1 vote. Okay.
Everyone's getting,
Everyone gets
you get 1 vote.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to vote for what I think is the more iconic of the two. I honestly think Mean Girls is a little more iconic. I think if you go to any random person and quote Mean Girls, they know what you're talking about. If you go to some random person and you try to quote Lord of the Rings, they go, ew, you nerd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like that's very true actually. Like Lord of the Rings is still in the nerd category, even though
out of all the
even
movies,
though I said it's well respected, it is still a little fringe. I do think like we did this bracket to talk about 2000s movies, and Lord of the Rings, like we kind of said before, is almost more intergenerational.
Mhm.
Actually, way more intergenerational. Because, like we said, it started in the 50s where the books were made, or maybe it was in the
40s
early
or
50s,
something.
40s,
Yeah.
30s, and has like continued this way, which is like obviously impactful. But if we had to define the 2000s, like if an alien came to Earth and was like, "What are the 2000s?" I would feel like I'd show them Mean Girls. You know?
Mean Girls
like,
would be a weird
I'm not
one.
saying it's like as greatly done of a movie as
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings, but I think it has that edge of like, yeah, exposing the 2000s. And, like,
Hello
what it's
there.
like to
Welcome,
live
first
there.
time chatter.
Tell me
Mr.
what Mean Girls
Yavu.
do.
Yavus.
Mr.
Oh, wait a second.
Yavu.
Wait. You're
Hi.
from work. Oh my gosh. Last week. Welcome to chat.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we're here to fight sexism by voting Mean Girls over Lord of the Rings. I do.
Oscar loves women confirmed. Hey.
Yeah, I think.
If you love women, vote Mean Girls. Pretty sexist.
I think if I were
No.
to like pick movies right here and be like, what are the ones I'd show them to define the 2000s? I think it would. I think I'd give them like. I think I would almost replace the first Harry Potter movie with Shrek and show them like those four.
Oh, interesting.
Or replace the Star Wars with Shrek.
Yeah.
Like I feel like either Harry Potter or Star Wars, one of those has to go and be replaced with Shrek, and those would be the four movies I'd show.
Interesting. Yeah.
To say those are the definitive 2000s movies, because I feel like you don't need both because they're both very franchisey movies.
Yeah. I was thinking just in general, our bracket is kind of heavy on franchise movies.
Yeah.
Which is fair because they're so huge and popular, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of franchises right now.
Just
Also-
saying, Hannah's been throwing out sexist a lot during these polls. Has that word been a little willy-nilly? That's what Zetsu's saying.
I use it pretty intentionally. It's kind of all I think about is sexism. So I am being pretty careful with my words, actually.
Interesting.
I'll have to watch the VOD.
Yeah, we're going to watch the VOD.
Ailey's like, Ari's
Yeah.
like, I'm interested now.
Yeah. Interesting. So we have 1 second left. Dun da da da.
Mean Girls!
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it? Okay.
Wow. Interesting. You should drag it with the crown.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put. Wait, how do I do this? We're gonna put it. Dun da da da.
Nice.
And it's got its little crown. Yeah. Bring to front.
Mean Girls
Yeah.
wins the Oscar and Hannah bracket.
Exactly.
Officially.
Officially.
Yeah.
Mean Girls is the definitive 2000s movie. Zetsu, how do you feel? That's exactly it, Morgan. We need to figure this out. I don't get why you don't vote Lord of the Rings if we are talking about sexism. I just don't get why you don't vote Lord of the Rings.
Because Lord of the Rings hardly includes any women. Like,
Yeah.
the female perspective is really lacking in it. The women characters are just very few and far between and just so decentered. Like we were saying, like, oh, you get a minute of Arwen, yay! It's like
Oh my
in
gosh.
3 hours, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, that kind of thing. So, whereas
Yeah.
Mean Girls is actually about women and, like, represents them.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like it shows a lot of cool relationships between friends, lovers,
Lesbians.
different types of relationships.
Yeah.
There's queer representation in the 2000s movie.
Yeah.
There's also like different male-female relationships shown. There's
Even the moms and the teacher, like Amy Poehler's character and Tina Fey's character, are like also,
unique characters
you know, yeah,
for this time.
There's just a lot of more representation.
And Mean Girls is about girls being bitches.
Well, yeah, girls are bitches sometimes, and
but it also shows them
like
not
that's
being
true,
that too.
right? And it's like the representation, you know.
It's also showing them not being that. Look at how these friends,
Yeah.
while maybe they're bad to others, how they're loyal to each other, or also willing to stab each other in the back at other points, but not. How it's a movie about trust and relationships.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Fascinating. Yeah, honestly. Well, we've gone over
Awesome.
by 25
Interesting.
minutes.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap up.
Yeah, we got to find
Yeah.
someone to raid, though. So any suggestions are welcome. Okay.
These are my live channels here.
Your live channels?
What?
Who's that? Inbound Whisper.
Ari rated him when we were in the Zelda.
Zelda era? Okay, let's try it. Okay. Any last thoughts? You should rate Tony. Tony's live? Oh my gosh. 100%. I'll rate Tony. I almost said toenail.
His username is Once in Soup.
Yeah. Okay, I will definitely raid. That is so fun. Oh my gosh, I've also... Wait, is he live right now? I definitely follow him, but I'm not seeing him.
Yeah, I follow him too.
Oh, what the heck?
It wasn't showing up for me.
It's not showing up for me in my follow. I'm follow. I'm not followed.
Oh.
Okay, that's the perfect time to raid then. Okay. So I'm giving y'all the raid message here. Oh, wait, don't do that one. Never mind. Delete message. Oh, shoot. How do I do that? Oh, no.
Oh, I can delete it. You just
Yeah.
do your message. I'll
Okay.
delete it as a mod.
Okay, actually, don't use that raid message.
Oh, shoot. No, I can't delete it because I just reloaded the page.
No. Don't use Oscar raid. Don't use Oscar raid. We're using the get into it raid.
Get into it, right?
I made a
Yeah.
big mistake.
Just keep spamming the chat with it. So people
Yeah,
pass it.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, the get into it raid. Yeah, that was
Okay.
super embarrassing.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining
Mhm.
and voting and participating and leaving all your comments. We had so much fun
Yeah.
talking about movies with you and really appreciate your attendance. And yeah, we hope to see you next week as well. Not next week, next month when we talk about Stranger Things
Slash
and
80s.
the 80s. I think it's gonna be a really fun week too, and lots of room for discussion there because we have a viewership that extends between generations as well. I think that'd be really fun because me
We're talking about some old people.
Yeah.
Any old people in chat?
But me being a 2000s kid would be different than a 90s kid discussing the 80s and stuff like that too. So I think that'd be really interesting. It's gonna be July 4th at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and catch us on Instagram and TikTok in the meantime.
Yeah. I wasn't calling out Zetsu. I didn't say your name. Why you showing up?
I need to
Oh my
open.
gosh. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to raid out. Thank you guys so much. We're going to try and be posting a lot more on TikTok.
No,
for
Morgan,
sure.
I was born in 1998. But,
Yeah.
I just mean, I grew up in the 2000s.
Mm,
I was, a year and a half in the 90s, so.
yeah. So old. You were born... You doxed your age.
Yeah, we doxed our age already.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Never mind.
we did.
Get doxed.
It's a doxing day.
It's a doxing day. Okay. I've started the raid. I will see you guys later. Thank you all for chatting. And I'm glad we remember to post the raid message. Go to the Discord. Cancel? Get doxed? Canceled? What? Wrong username. Cancel. I spelled it right. Why did it do that? Why did it do that?
Oh, no, there's two N's. There's two N's in his
Oh my gosh. We almost raided a creeper. I have no idea who we almost raided,
That's
but that could have
funny.
been disgusting.
Ooh, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That could have been so bad. Oh my gosh, Hannah.
I subscribed.
A subscriber.
Yeah. 6-month anniversary.
That could have gone. Okay, Kai.
Kai!
Okay, now we're rating the right person. I'm a professional here. Yeah, I'll see you guys on
Nothing but the best.
in the comments.
This is going to be Hannah's biggest fans first raid.
Yeah.
Join in.
Yeah, copy the message, post in their chat. Yeah.
Say hi.
Okay, bye you guys.
Bye.